Go live!
Dear God. You realize all this is being recorded, right?
Oh my!
Oh, gosh!
Gorge.
Listen, Manny's fucking goofy! That's a horrible thing to say about your wife, and no, she's literally fucking goofy!
Gorge.
I'm sorry, you want to divorce her because she's extremely silly? No, because she's fucking goofy!
Oh, God, I love all you.
I could just imagine my mom in the other room hearing me say shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just clicked to the stream, and also it just played right where I said, she's fucking goofy!
Hey, Gorge.
Goofy's just sitting in a bed next to Minnie. They're both just smoking a single cigarette.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden, just a message pops across the screen, brought to you by Walt Disney. Fuck. Yeah, I just win this. I just win this. Jesus, I can't speak today.
Are you okay?
No.
The answer to that is always no.
Answer that is, I'm not smelling any burnt toast.
At least you're kind of okay.
Alright. Who wants to recap?
I was not here.
Wendigo happened.
Windy Go-Go.
Can we go into more detail, please?
So we got sent off to, I'm doing this off the top of my head, I'm in the kitchen. We got sent to Canada by Mr. Klingler because he wanted us to look in and investigate about a medium prophet lady who believes she could talk to ghosts and to foretell the future. When we landed, it was a good few of us. Sorry. And one of ours vanished temporarily. Not anything story related, but but we got there, and shortly after we arrived, or actually while we arrived, it was already starting to snow, but shortly after we arrived, it turned into an all-out blizzard. And by the morning, there was a full-on cease travel, and everybody was locked down inside of the inn. And we met some of the patrons that morning. We met a trader guy who sells various beer and whiskey, and a lady who was also there to see said medium of the area, and that was loud, a local hero by the end of the story. Thunderclap? What was his name? Thundercloud, I was close. Then we also had the innkeeper. Was that all the NPCs?
Innkeeper, Thundercloud, actually, let me go to my notes.
Wendigo.
Might help if I open that up. No, there was
The
more
Wendigo was
players.
an NPC.
I think there was one more NPC.
There was a few more. Also, we had there was a Canadian veteran.
Yeah. Well, those were the important ones.
You had.
Well, we went about our ways and got everybody in the main lobby, got to meet each other before we all had cabin fever. And Mr. Trader guy decided he wanted to go out to go use the bathroom in the outhouse. Okay, cool. Have fun with that nice walk, Mr. Frosty. He never makes it back. And so we started questioning when it took quite a while. And two of ours went out to go investigate. And upon arriving at the shed, they found a smear of blood all over the door and the snow in front of it, but the blood never trailed inside. Deterring to him never even making it into the outhouse.
Walter was seeing things by this point.
Oh yeah, and Walter had seen seen something out in the woods by this point, and came running back, talking about that while the other two were outside. And when they got back inside, we noticed that Mr. Thundercloud was AWOL, and when he came back walking in, he got accused of potentially murdering him when we were explaining what happened outside, because he was the only one that had been missing. Well, found out some of the windows were open, but Thundercloud seemed pretty innocent at the time of any crimes. his stories fell through and followed suit. What happened after that? We decided, or no, somebody else started seeing things out the windows at that point. I don't remember who, but somebody else did.
It wasn't me.
And we all decided we were going to take shelter in the main lobby to keep an eye on everybody and make sure everybody always went in pairs at the minimum. And doing so, we started hearing noises in the middle of the night of the lady's lost son, and she started freaking, panicking, and trying to go outside. We had to subdue her with alcohol. What else am I missing? And then things really started kicking off. We all started hearing noises. We all started being able to see the thing. At one point, it claimed to be the missing trader man, and we told him to go up to the front door. And upon doing so, a few of us got a very close and personal look on Mr. Wendigo, who was impersonating all these different voices. In which we began to learn from local hero man that this is what they were called, Wendigos, and potential history on them. The thing stalked us and taunted us and attempted to get us to open the doors and open the windows and come outside. But we were resilient up until we lost power, and we needed it back on to be able to generate the radio and see when the snow might break. So we cleared the main window, and a couple of us went outside, and it was like bait for a trap, and the Wendigo appeared. We tried shooting it down, nothing worked. And eventually, local hero man took a lighter and scared it off with some fire. We got the generator back up and running, we got the radio going, we were still expecting another day's worth of snow, and we huddled back inside. Mr. Local Hero got injured in that encounter, managing to avoid many, many attacks, but took one fatal one to the stomach. Huh?
So he was a lucky son of a bitch.
Almost fatal. Yeah, lucky son of a bitch. Almost fatal wound. And we needed to rush him out ASAP. We were able to stabilize him, but he had to go. So a couple of us risked going out into the blizzard to get the car going and get him off to a hospital as soon as possible. And then the other half, our characters, stayed behind to get some torches and light up the son of a bitch's home off to the east. And we encountered him. Had a little bit of a duke out, and Walter got injured. One shot. Yeah, Adunno got one shot pretty bad. And then we jammed a torch right into its body. It lit up on flames and burned to a crisp. And that was the end of Mr. Wendigo.
Yep, and you found out the person you went there originally for was a bunch of bullshit, and you flew back.
Yep.
Damn.
Damn.
All right. So, Adunno, I have good news for you.
What's that?
You get to
survived.
heal all your wounds, because it is now the 30th of October.
Woo.
Happy early Halloween, everyone.
Oh, yay.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So, all of you are kind of at your normal day jobs, doing your normal things. You know, Mary's off in the kitchen cooking.
I probably would have visited
The doctors.
therapist or whatever. Yeah, by that point.
The therapist is not currently there. She's currently helping some people out in Boston, but she
had
back
Mr.
today.
Replacement.
Yes, Mr. Replacement is there, and he talks to you. And he's not the best therapist. You regain 2 points of... Everybody that talks to him, you regain 2 points of sanity.
2 points of sanity. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Dan's like, he's so gracious.
I'm
Max
so
sanity or current sanity?
Current
Current.
sanity.
Okay.
Can I regain sanity for doing the recap?
Yes, you can regain 2 points of sanity.
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right. So, you all are off doing your normal day-to-day things, and all of you will hear the phone ring, and it is Mr. Klingler. We're gonna play a little game here called. I'm gonna roll a 1d6, and whoever. Milo, you're 5 and 6. Walter 1, Mary 2, Holland 3, Robert 4. Walter, your phone rings.
Nice.
Am I at home or
You
at
are
the
you
shop?
are you are at home. It is a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's a
Uh,
Monday. That's a lie. So no, you would be at the shop.
Okay. Well then I walk over to the phone and pick it up and like with the rag in my hand, with it tucked up under my, or is it? I'm trying to remember what the phones were like back then.
Rotary.
Okay, so it did have a handset.
Mhm.
So I would kind of tuck it up onto my shoulder, between my shoulder and my head, and kind of start wiping off the grease off my hands. Yep, what's up?
Is this Walter?
Yep, you reached me.
Hey, it's Dr. Klingler. I wanted to let you know I'm going to be inviting all of you over. I'm having a family get-together, and, well, for you saving my son about a month back, I wanted to invite you all over.
Alright, your house?
Yep, my house.
What time?
You need to be here about 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Yep.
Alright, you gonna call everyone else? You need me to?
I'm going to call everybody else. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty. I'll see you at 5.
All right?
And
Alright.
the rest of you get this call. And
I'm in a session, so I don't answer.
that's fine. Your receptionist gives you the message once you're done with your session. All right. So, are any of you doing anything in particular before you head over to the family?
Finishing up classes.
All right. You finish up
Probably go home,
classes.
take a shower.
You go home and make sure you're not dirty as shit.
I put on my nicest clothes. Which
Since
isn't
today, since today sounds like it's a day off since I was cooking, no, I'm just doing dishes. Like,
All right. Robert?
Um,
No, Holland?
I'll spend a couple hours working on my violin.
All right. Robert?
Nice. Since I just got back. We just got back, right?
No, you've been back for a few weeks.
a few days.
I'm sorry, about a week.
Day in, day out. Nothing new.
Yep, basically like little petty shit you go and investigate.
Helping the police helping me, whatever.
Yep. Alrighty. So, everybody go ahead and roll me a 1d100.
A 1d100. Oops.
Hey, yo.
Okay, there's a clear difference between a few and a couple.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Indeed there is. Give me 1 second, I'm adding NPCs to the map.
Of course.
Oh yeah, we gotta roll low in this game. Damn it!
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be one of those fucking days. I can already tell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's change up that color.
one of the days where you'd be an average D&D god. But here you're you're a scrub.
Right.
The first person to arrive is going to be Robert.
Hello.
Or would you rather show up at the same time as Holland? It's your choice.
We can show up at the same time.
All right.
As
Yeah,
we
that
speed
sounds
things
good.
along.
You both show up.
How's things been going for you?
Not too bad, you know. It's not really exciting weeks like these. Just nothing going on. Doing my day in, day outs, you know. Filling up
I
the
hear
notebook,
that.
filling out paperwork.
Are we heading?
Yeah, come on.
All right. You both enter inside. When you do that, you see the grand area, which now you're going to be shared a map. Because I don't think any of you have seen this map yet. Yeah,
By the way,
shoot.
what was going on for tonight? I had my mic off.
You're going to a family get together with the Klinglers, and kind of like a thank you for saving his son.
Oh. Well, I'd have brought something a little more fancy. It's a big get together.
You kind of come to the door. The door is already open. You see Klingler is kind of there looking out. Oh, come on in.
I'll head in,
Suddenly.
make room, and say hi to Mr. Klingler.
Hi, how have you all been?
I've been doing well. I just got back from vacation back in New York with my family.
You have
I
a
got
good time?
roped into I had a great time. I got
Wonderful.
roped into trying to bring up the key storm.
Oh, that's great. Well, I would say you're gonna get a better experience with my family, but my family is a little bit well, interesting. They're all here whenever you come in. I'm sorry I don't have enough seats to seat all of you, but I wanted to make sure you all got some food and be able to meet some of the family. My kid's actually out with with his mother, visiting the family, so it's just me and my family tonight. Let's come with me. He opens up the door, and before you see a starting on the furthest seat close to you, a woman kind of dressed in a very rich dress, jewelry hanging off of her. Looks to be in her maybe 50s. To the right of her is a scrawny looking kid. Don't say scrawny, about 115, 116 pounds, about 5'8". Looks to be in about his mid-20s. Three-piece suit, curled mustache. Beside him is a woman sitting in a normal gown. She's kind of holding his hand while looking over. At the very end, you see a man in a wheelchair. Looks to be maybe in his late 80s. Just sitting there, is kind of looking very, very bored. On the left-hand side of the table, you see a guy that looks like he's about Klingler's age, in his 50s. He's kind of sitting there, bigger beard, and over at the seats near the fire, you see a kind of like a guy kind of sitting there about the same age as the other scrawny guy. This guy's a little bit heavier built, looks about around the same age. And you see a guy kind of baldish head, maybe in his mid-50s, smoking a cigar. Just kind of looks over and looks back and mutters something underneath his breath. Well, go on in. Go on interact with my
Alright.
family. I'm gonna wait for the rest of you to get here.
Thank you, Doc.
And the next person to arrive, well, the party's literally walking in, is going to be Mary McGraw.
Yee. She'll arrive and park wherever there's parking.
Mhm.
And when she gets out, she's actually in a slightly nicer outfit than normal. Rather than a pencil skirt, it's more of a free flow skirt. Still nice and long, though. Instead of black and white, it's now red skirt, white top. It's not a whole lot different, but it is a nicer material than her normal attire. She'll just go on up to the door and knock if it's closed and see who's there if it's not.
Klingler kind of yells, "Come on in!" And you open up the door, walk inside, and you see his large main hall you've seen before, and he's kind of sitting there at the end in a fancier three-piece suit, kind of like the pocket watch kind of curled over his vest. And, "Oh, Mary, come on over."
Ah, Mr. Klingler.
"Yeah, it's good to see you. Hope everything's been treating you well."
So far, so good. It's been a time, but work is work.
"Well, come on and meet the family."
Sure. How's oh god.
You got the map,
What was
right,
his
Courtney?
name? Huh?
You have the map?
Yeah, I have the map.
Okay.
Brain fart. What was his son's name? Thomas?
Thomas.
Okay, I wasn't wrong. Okay. How's Thomas doing?
No, he's good. He's over with his mother's family.
Oh, alright.
This is a tradition with the Klinglers. They all kind of get together the day before Halloween.
Alright. Well, then I'm glad to hear he's doing well. And she'll shake his hand and move on past and head on inside.
Alright. So you all get to kind of mingle around with the family. It looks like Holland and Robert, you two are playing billiards. Go to roll me a D100 to see who wins that. Mary, what are you doing?
Walking around, seeing what's where and who's doing what. I guess we'll start in here.
When you kind of walk in, you notice that the older guy in his 50s sitting by the chair with the bear kind of eyes you up and down and goes back to smoking a cigar, kind of mutters something to the guy to the left, and the guy to the left kind of turns and looks at you and shakes his head, and he just kind of sits there and gives you a toothy grin.
She'll smile, nod at them, and then see the other two at the other end that she knows. But she is going to eye the people in the center. These all look definitely related to Mr. Klingler.
Yes, they do.
Nice.
And at that point, about 5-6 minutes late to the party, arrives Walter and Milo.
Hello.
Hey, hi. Is this right? This is the right place, right?
Yeah. I've been here a couple times before. Where is he? Hey, Klingler.
That's him right there, isn't it?
Yep, you see Cleaner looking down the hallway. "Oh, come on in! I thought you weren't gonna make it."
Yeah, I had a student who was being very annoying, asking a lot of questions.
That happens. Go and interact with my family. We're all about to have some dinner.
I got caught up helping a neighbor with some plumbing.
Hope we didn't have a radio.
Well, never mind about that.
I see Cleaner kind of come in, and he sits down at the table.
Oh, hey, yous guys.
Hey, you guys.
I like to imagine Walter kind of trips over the head of the bear.
Oh God.
So notice the families are kind of talking to each other as you all kind of walk in. You notice that the older gentleman kind of gets up and walks over to Mary and just kind of looks at her. "It's nice to meet you. I'm Joe."
Mary, pleasure.
"Nice. You look really pretty in your dress."
Thank you. And you look so handsome yourself.
"Thank you. You do anything tonight?"
Just this right now.
You notice that the man in the wheelchair here leans over and looks at you and goes, "You should ignore him."
She'll kind of laugh a little bit at that. I take it you're the sweet talker of the family.
"Oh, I'm more than a sweet taker. I'm also a heartbreaker."
Ah.
Oh.
You know,
Well,
she keeps
sorry
eyeing
to
you
say.
up and down, not maintaining eye contact with you.
She'll walk over and give him a nice little gentle pat on the shoulder and say, sorry to say, but I'm a little out of your league then.
Oof.
The only league you're out of is I don't have a quip for that one. I'm gonna go sit down.
As she does that, Holland sinks the 8-ball at the same time, so we're all like, oh!
Klingler kind of looks over. Everybody, come take a seat. If you can't find a seat, stand up, I guess.
I'll go and pull out a chair for Mary to sit down.
Thank you.
Look at you all kind and shit.
You notice whenever you do that, the uncle kind of like looks over and kind of you hear him underneath his breath. Actually, roll me a listen check, and he wants to hear what he says underneath his breath.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Where is that there listen check?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I don't hear shit.
Oh no.
You don't hear. Wait, oh.
Damn it. The one-time listen has failed me.
Oh wait, we're all listening?
Yeah, we're all trying to hear what the uncle says.
Sorry.
Nobody hears shit.
Bingo!
You hear him mutter underneath his breath, Robert. If I'm not in her league, apparently she has awful taste. Look at that guy's face.
Whoo!
Sheesh. Who is he looking at? Why he said that?
Holland.
I know what that's referencing now. Alright.
Alright. So, Mr. Klingler kind of looks over. So, the people here that's on part of the family, these are the ones that help, save Thomas. So, I cordially invited them. I hope all of you play nice. And when he says that, kind of looks over. And he goes, this right here, and he points to the guy who's been creepily hitting on Mary. This is Uncle Joe. Well, I call him Uncle Joe. He's my brother. And then, beside him, you have my brother Walter. Sitting over in the chair over there by the fire. That's my nephew Jerry. To my left here is Angus, my eldest, my sister. And beside her, that's my nephew Tony. And beside Tony, that's his lovely sister-in-law Sophia. And then at the very end of the table, you have my father. His name's Clark. And Clark, the grandfather, kind of looks over at you. Thanks for saving my grandson, I guess. We got good food and good alcohol. Enjoy your time here. Don't pay any mind to Joe. He's a shithead. You see that Joe kind of turns and looks at the grandfather and just kind of says, "Dad, let me fall in love with someone." He goes, "You're never gonna fall in love acting like an asshole."
He's not wrong.
I kind of let out like a little snicker.
Yeah, Robert definitely does the.
So you notice that there's a kind of a gentleman kind of walks in and starts placing food down, and there's ham, there's a whole bunch of different food, stuff like that, kind of out the table. You all get a plate of it. You all may interact or ask anybody here at the table any questions you would like to ask.
Walter's kind of curious about this whole tradition they have. The day before Halloween seems a little specific, and asks if the date has any significance.
When you ask that, the grandfather kind of looks at you, kind of grips his wheelchair wheels and just kind of leans back and, well, today's the day I got married to my wife, who's now gone, but ever since we got married, I had my family have a big dinner on our anniversary, and it's stuck.
Well, that's awfully sweet.
I find it really weird because that's mine and my wife's actual wedding date. It's October 30th.
Wacky, bro.
What a coinkydink. I mean, there's only 365 days in a year, so...
It's almost like someone knows when your wedding is.
Did you do that on purpose?
No!
Anyway.
Robert, your question is: everybody in this family has a silver key pin on their outfit.
Okay. Yeah, I'd kind of like, where I'd see the first one, I'd just glance over to the next and the next and the next, and then just kind of like nodding along, like, oh, okay. So everybody knows.
Klingler kind of observes you doing that and just goes, "Everybody in my family here, they all understand. You can talk freely."
So Wendigos suck.
And you notice, like, all of them start laughing, and the grandfather laughs the most, just looks over at you. "So let me tell you a story. Back whenever I was in the Civil War, I know I'm a little bit too young to look like I was there, but I was. We marched out in the territories, and our unit starts getting picked off, and we're wondering what the hell's happening. There's only natives and Confederates out here. There can't be that much, and all of a sudden, me and one of my friends, we see this big giant thing. We start firing our muskets at it. It's just not phased at all. Our sergeant major walks up with a cigar in his mouth, goes, 'What the hell?' throws a cigar at it, the thing bursts into flames. Good times."
That's a convenient mistake.
Yeah.
Well, what was he supposed to do? Shit at it?
Fire.
Suddenly means think outside the box next time for some of these creatures out there.
I wonder if well, actually, were incendiary rounds there?
No, they were not.
No. But I wonder if those would actually work on a Wendigo.
Probably some dragon's breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple years later, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
About 80 years.
So, sitting next to Sophie, Mary, she kind of leans over and goes, "So how did you get all wrangled up into this?"
Well, I know Dr. Klingler. He was one of the educators of my college when I was studying, and I'm a local nurse nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also am a medical professional. Not here though. I work over in Richmond, Virginia area.
Very nice. Are you nurse, doctor?
I'm a nurse.
Nice.
And while they all are talking, Uncle Joe just kind of looks all over and just, "I'm gonna go get something to drink. This is boring as shit."
Okay, bye.
And he walks out.
He's
If
shoved
he could
in
open the
potty,
fucking
didn't he?
door.
He's finding potties, isn't he?
You notice Dr. Cleveland kind of looks over at you and just shakes his head and just, "You gotta understand, my brother, he's been married 6 times.
Ah,
Yeah, he's
Um,
also a really bad alcoholic, too, so he's probably gonna go get some wine."
I'm sorry to hear that that's a fate that's befallen him.
He's always been like this, and you see, the grandfather goes, "Again, he's a shithead."
Robert just kind of like holds up his hands like,
I raised so many good kids, and then I had him.
There's always the odd duck in the family.
No, he's more like an odd pelican.
True, he does like to show his insides.
That's pretty good.
You don't know the half of it. Trust me, he'll show you more than his insides. He'll make sure you get his insides inside you.
Oh, I'm sure that was the intention. She's just like very casually smoothing out her dress as if she actually has no interest in that.
So the grandfather kind of turns and looks at you, Robert. "So what do? You look too prim and proper to be one of these intellectual types."
Well, I'm a U.S. Marshal.
Oh, that's why you've actually, killed people before. That's why I actually like you.
Yep, more than once, more than twice. It won't stop.
And you notice that whenever he says that, the cousin that's sitting over by the fire was with Joe. His name's Jerry. Kind of looks over and goes, "Grandpa, did you forget I was in the Great War?" And he looks over and is like, "No, I didn't forget you were a little mechanic." And about that time, Uncle Joe reopens the door. He has a bottle of wine in his hand and goes over to sit down. "Sorry about that. I got a little bit lost back there. Sorry. How's everybody's meals going?"
Lost. Probably sizing up the help.
You do notice that the bottle's like more than halfway drank already.
Damn. That's probably number 2.
Probably.
Are any of you doing anything in particular before you finish your meal?
No, just chatting it up.
All right.
Probably chatting with Granddad over here about the
Alright.
case I did.
He tells you
Mary
about
is-
he tells you about the Battle of Antietam, Battle of Gettysburg, and Battle of Cold Harbor. He was there for all of it. What are you doing, Mary?
Mary would probably be just making a small chatter with her fellow nurse and or listening in on Granddad because he reminds her a bit of her grandfather.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'd be attentively just listening to each person as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Walter's trying to remember which fork is the salad fork.
Milo's watching Walter, trying to hold back a giggle.
Okay. Everybody ends up eating, and Uncle Joe seems to be the first one that's up and out. He. Oh my god, I hate my mouse. I gotta get a mouse. He heads out. He heads upstairs. Later on, the rest of the family starts departing. The only one who does not depart is the professor and the grandfather, who's in a wheelchair and seems to have issues, going upstairs. Klingler kind of looks at his dad and looks back at you. "So I wanted to go ahead and let one of you go choose a bottle of your choosing downstairs. There's a wine cellar. Just go out this door. Go down the hallway, turn right. You'll be in the kitchen. Just go through the stairway, and you're in the wine cellar. Pick out your whatever vintage you want. We're gonna have a little drink to celebrate the fact you saved my son." And the grandfather kind of looks over, just puts a cigarette in his mouth, lights it up, and cleanly just kind of looks at his dad. Just, "Dad, can you please do that outside? I know they were smoking a cigar, but I don't like that." And he goes, "Fine, I'll go outside." And he just kind of swoop in his wheelchair.
Damn, he's a speedy demon.
That's
Fucking
fast.
Hot Wheels over here.
I know it.
Right kind to you, Doctor.
Go choose
I can go
it.
find one.
We'll chit chat about about what happened up in Canada.
Alright, well, Mary will go help pick out a wine.
Wait for me. I like
Okay.
wine.
Oh, it's slugging right now.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
There we go. That might help.
Lag.
No, it's the fact this map's so fucking big. I made it, and there's a lot of fucking shadows.
I'm just gonna drag as fast as I can to reduce.
Oh.
Fucking
time.
meow.
Meow.
Is everybody going to get a single wine? Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I
mean,
want to know what it looks like.
I've never been in a house this
wine
big before.
cellar.
Okay, listen, just because his house is just barely bigger than mine doesn't
It
mean...
looks like somebody has tiny penises.
You got a wine cellar?
Alright,
so he
gentlemen, I
said-
don't think we need this many people. It's not like we're all going to the ladies' room.
Fine, go
we're
find me
going to
something
the
fancy.
wine room? What do you mean?
I know what will help. Hang on. There we go. Did that help at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
All right,
Oh,
so
no.
he said go down the hallway towards the door, and the first door on the right, so that'd be heading south.
Wait.
That
First
that,
one, the
that right.
left,
Oh, Jesus.
right,
The
on
map.
the right. Hello, this is the kitchen. Okay, come on.
Uh-huh.
I've got the map blown up.
Yahoo!
Yaha!
Just proceed.
Oh,
Oh, haha, fancy.
hello.
So both you go ahead and roll me a spy hidden.
Do.
Give me
know where that is by now.
something good or not. Wow.
Very nice.
All right, Milo, you're looking around trying to find a good bottle of wine, and you're having trouble finding it. Mary, you kind of head down here looking around, and you spot some blood, or maybe spilled
Some-
wine.
Something red and spilled.
Mhm.
Does it look fresh?
It does.
She's going to take her finger, dip it in, and then sniff it.
It smells like blood.
Oof. Oh.
I
And
think
with your extreme success, as you kind of been down to kind of look through it, you see behind the wine cellar, there's a little area where the wall is there's like a hole. And you also notice inside the hole, there's a little piece of skin kind of jutting out, maybe like a quarter of an inch out of the hole, where you can kind of see it in the light.
I don't think that's supposed to be down here. Milo.
What? Yeah. Did you find a good one?
She's going to pull a few bottles off to the side and just kind of hold them, and then point behind where they were sitting. You see this back here, right?
I crouch down next to her and kind of look as well.
You see the hole. It's about the size of maybe a human's shoulders by a few inches, kind of wide and also height. Looks like it's been
What
dug
the
out, maybe an animal, and you still notice that piece of what looks to be maybe a finger or skin kind of poking out, maybe a quarter of an inch out of the hole, so you can kind of see it.
I pull it out.
You pull it out, and out comes a finger with a ring attached to it.
What kind of ring?
It's a ring. There's a crest on the top of it. Kind of looks like a letter stamp, kind of a ring. It's kind of there on the finger. The back of that it is just off the hand. It's just a finger that's still somewhat dripping blood. It still hasn't coagulated yet.
I just kind of look at Mary like,
I think we need to get our marshal down here. That doesn't look like it belongs.
right, but if we say something, then maybe we might alert somebody, if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't think that we have to worry about Klingler and his father being any of the culprits. They were there the entire time.
Mm-hmm. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
You stop that right now.
How deep does it go?
It goes pretty damn deep. You can't see the end of it.
And this is more than just like a hand hole. This is actually like something you could walk through.
This is
That's
something
hidden
you
behind
can
her?
crawl through. You can't walk, but you can definitely like crawl along the ground
Okay.
in it.
Well-
Does the rack like move at all?
Yeah, that was my next thing.
Is it like on wheels?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I want to kind of get to the side then and kind of push it away from the hole to where we can get behind it.
Okay. You pull it out, and you can now get to the hole. You see that it's a hole.
Well, I'm for it if you are.
I think we should let the others know. I'm not really in the mood to go crawling around in a basement.
Fair enough. Okay. I kind of push it back into place and pocket the finger.
All right. You pocket the finger.
Let's go and
You don't remember if Uncle Joe had any injuries when he came back, did he?
I don't think so.
He was gone for a few moments, but I think we'd notice if he was missing fingers.
Right, he would at least have something wrapped up, like wrapping his hand up, right, to stop the blood. Because I assume I can see the blood on the floor now at this point. There's a decent amount of blood here.
Definitely more than cockroaches. Something I definitely want to be informed of.
Yeah, let's grab one or two of these bottles and then at least make it look like we found something and see if we can get the others up here. Or down here.
By the way, stairs are going to start being like this in games, so you can go right through stairs and it'll take you up and down floors.
Okay,
Nice.
fantastic. I just kind of quickly like find what looks to be a decent wine and like grab a bottle of it.
All right. Do you guys like the fact that the fire is still lit even with the lighting effect off?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Rob,
Uh-huh.
there's some pretty good wine down here. You might want to grab yourself a bottle.
See, I know I wanted to go down there. I've never seen a wine cellar before.
Oh shit! Come on, let me show you.
You notice that the grandfather comes wheeling back. You smell the cigarette smoke on him, and he just kind of returns back to his seat.
And as they're passing by, Mary's going to just look at Robert, and she's got one of those, what the fuck, did I just see faces, and then she quickly tries to cover it up.
Did she see a spider or something?
Yeah, I think there was like a spider web or something around. And then like the closer we get to the kitchen, I kind of glance back to make sure nobody's like following us.
Yep, nobody's following you.
Okay.
In fact, while you guys are in there, the grandfather comes back and looks at. So, Mary, you're staying, right?
Yeah.
Looks at you, Mary. You find any good wine?
Oh, that's fucking cool.
I actually wasn't too sure what to get. I drink wine, but I'd never had anything quite as vintage as anything down there, so I figured I'd leave it to some of the more professionals.
No, it's fine. He kind of looks over at you, Walter. Do you smoke?
Trying to quit, actually. 'Cause he's got a toothpick hanging out of his mouth at this point.
What about you, Holland?
I have been known to light a fag every once in a while.
All right. And looks over to Klingler, and he goes, where's Rudolph?" And Klingler kind of looks over and goes, "He couldn't make it, Dad. You should probably get back to eating your food." And he goes, "All right, just asking where it was."
Rudolph?
And the Klingler looks over. "Don't worry about it. It's an old family friend." All right. So Milo and Robert.
I kind of like I'm still kind of glancing back, like pretty visibly, like there's something wrong. And as soon as we get down here, I'm like, okay, take a look at this. And I pull out the finger with the ring on it and hand it to Robert.
I'll pull out a claw, take it, be like, "What's this? What are y'all looking for down here?"
Come here, I'll show you. And I walk over to the wine rack, and I kind of wheel it away, and I say, "This look like a bodily fluid to you?"
I'll kind of get low, waft the smell towards my face.
It smells like blood.
Somebody had a little accident when they were moving this, so, what else is behind here?
Take a look in that hole. Well, actually, we haven't even like looked inside to see what's in there, but there's something in there.
I don't have my flashlight on me, but I got a lighter. Can't go that far.
Let's see what's in it.
I get out my trusty. When the hell did Zippos even start? I knew they had.
No, they
types.
existed. They existed in
Yeah,
the
but,
1910s. I want to
Yeah,
say.
they probably have like a Zippo, at least a decent lighter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking around this hole.
Are you gonna
Best
crawl
I-
in, or are you just gonna look around?
Let's see what I got on me. How low is the hole?
It's about maybe 3 feet off the ground.
I'm gonna take off my jacket so it stays clean. Hopefully I don't get too much dirt on my pants.
Also, because I forgot, it's time to do the good old switch from the happy 1920s music
It's
to the
the-
dark and
it's the
depressing
bop,
music.
man.
Yay, dark and depressing.
Just like my life.
Oh,
Alright, what are you doing?
yeah. Crawling a little bit, making sure there's no pokies.
All right, so
bits.
it's like the best way to describe it to something that would make sense is if you've ever seen any Vietnam War movies, these are like the Vietnamese tunnels. Like they are very fucking narrow. Like you have to crawl using like you're on your stomach crawling.
Yeah, that's why I gave him my jacket.
How
So,
far back
like,
are you
at least-
going?
How far does it go?
It keeps
start
going.
digging.
It just keeps going.
I'm gonna do the smart thing. Milo, I'm gonna go take a cigarette real quick.
Okay.
Go run out.
Yep.
Kind of casually go towards the front door, like cigarette. I'm packing the cigarettes in hand. Walk out. Close the door. Respect. Go to my bike. Smoke a cigarette on my bike. As
Yep.
I'm kind of digging through the shit. Grab my flashlight. Fuck this. Flashlight with battery. Let's see. I'm good to go. Got everything else I need.
All right.
Oh, good, you're back.
This time, instead of the lighter, which I put back in my pocket, I'm going to use the flashlight.
All right.
Oh, perfect.
Or the
You
torch, as they call
Use
it.
your flashlight, and you see back this blood kind of mixed in with the dirt that kind of trails back into the back. You see it kind of bends about 10 feet in.
I'm not going to take any chance with this one. Does that wine cellar have a door on it?
No, it does not. It is up and downstairs, and there's no door.
Okay. Well, wish me luck. I'm going.
Okay. I'll let them know you went out for a cigarette or something.
Thanks.
All right, you start crawling in, Robert, and you get about 10 feet back. You get to that bend. You look over, and I need you to make me a sanity roll.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
Failed.
Make me a intelligence check.
Super succeeded.
Oh fuck! All right, you lose 2 points of sanity. As before
Threshold
you see.
Yes.
Say again.
I said it hopefully doesn't threshold me.
No, it does not. You have to lose 5 points in a session or an investigation in
Oh,
order for you to
Ew.
gain a temporary. You look over and you see Uncle Joe his entire innards are ripped open, partially devoured. His arms gnawed off to the shoulder, and he's just there, just dead.
That arm is off to the shoulder. And you said his innards are now his outards?
Yes, and partially devoured outards. You notice, by the way, his ribs are completely cracked open, like somebody just, like, opens up, like, crab legs. His ribs are just broken and just shattered, and everything is exposed. Most of it's eaten away.
Kind of holding, like, a hand over my face to kind of, like, recoil from it. This obviously isn't the first time I've seen a body, but this is interesting. Is there anything around him?
Nope.
Nothing. Just he's in a hole in the wall.
He's in a tunnel in the wall. It's a little bit like they kind of like dug out where his body is. There's still room to crawl further, but there is that.
I can crawl past him.
Yes.
I want to lean past him and flash it with my flashlight.
It just keeps going down and down and down to the point where your flashlight can't reach the end of it.
Back out of the hole.
Alright, he appears out after about 25 minutes, Milo. He's covered in dirt now.
Long enough?
We got a little bit of a problem.
A little bit? I mean, you're fucking dirty as shit.
You know that creepy Joe guy?
Yeah, the fucking one that came on to Mary?
He's, in there. Missing an arm. His insides, well, Robert kind of makes a displaying motion. His ribs are broken all over the place. There's blood back there. There might even be some on me right now. As he kind of like shuffles some dirt off of him.
Motherfucker.
I'm
Okay. Okay.
Gonna go next to the hole and like dust myself off as best I can. Especially concentrating on the pants area because I left my jacket out and at least I can kind of conceal my top.
Yeah, I've got your jacket here. I'm gonna try and like help him like get dusted off as best as he can, like what he can't see.
And the hole where Joe is keeps going and going.
Shit.
I can crawl more, but I'm not exactly comfortable with that idea.
Yeah, no, I don't need you getting caught by whatever the fuck did this.
You're gonna tell Klingler? This is a little bit too weird not to tell him.
Yeah, it's weird, but what if Klingler's in on it?
True. Okay, did any of that look fresh, by the way?
Yes, all that was fresh. If you want to check how fresh, you can roll me a medicine check.
You asked the wrong person, the wrong thing.
Alright.
I'll give it to you.
It's a dead body! How long has it been dead? I don't know, but it's dead!
Yeah, I can't roll it. I like physically, I can, but I will not roll it because it's a 1.
I mean, you miss every shot you don't take.
You got no clue.
Not a doctor. I can tell when somebody's dead.
Oh, oops.
I doubt Mary's gonna be one to crawl back there.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
Could I have first aid? Can I try that instead?
First aid is for patching wounds. Medicine is what you'd be able to tell the length of a dead body.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be natural world?
No, it would not be natural world.
Okay. Okay, well, seeing as you're patted off, I hand your jacket to you.
I'll light a cigarette. Once we're all done and said and done with this, I'll light another cigarette and purposely blow smoke inside my jacket to give me that kind of just smoke a cigarette scent.
Even though you're covered in dirt.
Yeah.
All right, you blow into your jacket. You got that cigarette smell going.
Kind of still like patting it like my everything like.
Alright, let's grab a couple more bottles of wine and
But
I just like go and grab a couple more.
I'll look for something that's like old. Something old and forgotten.
You find like an 1872.
Perfect. I don't know what it is, but it looks good, I guess.
I kind of look at it like, yeah, it's a good choice. Alright, let's go.
Not a big wine guy. It's just not gin. Gross.
I understand you're more whiskey than wine. I am too. But
So,
I
as
enjoy
well-
a nice glass every now and then.
Have been chit-chatting. They head back in, carrying a bottle of wine. You notice that Robert is covered in dirt.
Hey!
I grabbed a couple other bottles for everybody, and I put one in front of Klingler. Walk over, put one in front of old G-Paw here. Give one to Holland and Walter. And then
Clean kind of looks over
you.
at you, and Robert goes, "Did you fall down when you went out to go get a smoke? You're covered in dirt."
Yeah, I went to go get something off my bike, and apparently it's leaking oil.
No, that's not good. Wait, Walter, you want to go help him with that? Good chat.
Oh, sorry, my mic is muted. Yeah, I could go take a look. Or I could do it later if you want.
Yeah, I mean, you do it. You free tomorrow? Shop open?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, I'll swing it on by then. You know how the bikes get when they get a couple miles on 'em. Especially after the trips
Yeah.
back and forth to Boston. My God.
Yeah, they can be a little finicky sometimes.
By
Telling
the
you,
way-
these things cost as much as a car, and it just
Before they came back, did anybody want to ask anything further to what the conversation was happening? Mary or Walter or Holland?
I'm trying to remember if we asked them about the fish people before.
I think we asked Klingler about it because he came over to the house. Met us for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what we discovered from him, or if he knew anything about him or not.
Not that I have noted.
Probably just ask about that estranged order of Daegu.
Dagon?
That one.
Klingler just kind of just tells you what he knows, which is less than what you know. And the grandfather just kind of looks at you while holding a cigarette that's burnt out, and he's just kind of still sucking on it, still get the taste, while sitting there waiting for him to come back with wine. Just like, never heard of it in my life. And
So
then,
how long?
go ahead.
So how long have you been a part of this whole
Silver Key
group?
Society.
Yeah.
You're asking that when you get back with the wine.
Yeah.
Jin, you're asking that to the grandfather.
Yeah.
I started back in '88. 1888. I met a man who I befriended, and we started this organization. And well, seeing that he's not here, can't exactly introduce you to him. But yeah, I've been part of figuring out all this mystery and unknown stuff for quite a while now.
And I guess the rest of the family just kind of followed suit once you formed it.
Once they got old enough, they learned what's beyond our ideas and conceptions. So what are you guys doing?
Awkwardly sitting at a table, looking at people.
Yeah, Mary is
Oh.
going to be kind of glancing at Robert and trying to see if he found anything.
He's writing in his book right now, but he puts that away, and then he'll grab a wine glass. So, between the two of you, which one should I drink first?
So I said again, Dan, your mic is...
Oh, sorry. Here. Between the two of you, Doctor Holland, which one of these should I try first? Not a big wine guy.
What were the ages of those again?
One is a 1850, and the second one was a 1900.
One is too old, the other is too new.
Oh, great.
Yeah, once he says that, I look over to Mary and just kind of comment, yeah, Robert really found something in that cellar.
I thought I picked out a good one.
Klingler kind of looks over at Mary. Do you know much about wine?
A little bit.
If you want to, you can head back and actually get a decent one, since these two don't seem to know what they're trying to get.
Sure, I
No,
can do that.
I got good wine, thank you very much. Now the stuff that the stuff that Robert has in his hands are basically dead.
A wine can die? I'm like super dumb.
Yeah, I mean it could die just like Uncle Joe's advances on Mary.
Mary's gonna give a very awkward laugh.
Oh yeah, those are real dead Joe.
Where
Yeah.
did the rest of the family go?
Well, they went upstairs to bed after they eat a big meal. They like to retire up there, and this is their family get-together. It's great, isn't it, Dad? And he kind of looks over. My kids don't exactly like to, well, my grandkids too. They don't exactly like to mingle. I've been like that for a while since my wife passed.
Do they not get along at all?
Joe is always a hard ass, and nobody really likes him. He's never really been polite. And the only real good ones here is Agnes. The rest of my grandkids, they just worry about getting my money when I pass. And well, Walter is always here and there, and well, Richard here, like I like to call you Dick, because that's what I named you. He looks over. You named me Richard, not Dick. Oh, Dick here, he's another one of my good kids. But most of them for my money.
Interesting. And how long did they get into the society at that point? Like, are they still pretty fresh into it, or?
Being in, well, this life, your kids will eventually see some at some point. So once they did, I introduced them to, well, what we deal with. And since then, they've been part of the society trying to stop God knows what from destroying the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mary, are you gonna go with him downstairs? Or are you gonna stay right here?
Who's going?
Are you guys gonna go get more wine and show Mary the body? Or are you guys gonna stay right here?
I mean, is that really much to show if she's not gonna go in there like fucking?
Mm-hmm. Mary's just
I-
gonna
I'm
very
just asking.
casually stroll back out.
Robert, you
Keep
gonna
an
go
eye
with
out
her?
for Joe.
Alright, you're gonna go
I'll
with
go with her.
Alright.
Wait.
See, I can't exactly move the story along, guys, unless you're doing shit.
Never know where Joe's gonna come out.
Walter's just like swinging his legs back and forth in the chair, like, man, this
Dude.
party's
Meow.
kind of interesting, I guess.
The grandpa kind of looks over at you and pulls out a flask and kind of looks over. He's like, "You like harder shit like I do?"
Yeah.
Every now and again.
And you open it up, you take a swig. It's the strongest fucking whiskey you've ever drank in your life.
That bastard.
Fuck yeah.
As he
I
does
bet
that,
I take a sip and I'm like, oh, shit.
it's over to you, Milo.
I take it like a fucking champ.
You're like,
Pansy.
Grant just kind of swigs it, no emotion whatsoever. You all head down to the cellar. Mary, are you going inside the tunnel?
I would first start with Mary. I don't know how to say this, but about 15 coots, 15 feet, 20 feet.
15 feet.
About 15 feet back, the tunnel kind of curves, and yeah, wannabe boyfriend Joe's back there. These ribs are cracked all over, his innards and now his outards. Missing an arm.
That makes the pelican joke a little too literal.
If you want to see, you gotta, well, Robert kind of does the on his pants.
She's gonna close her eyes for a moment and then just sigh and say, "Do you need my professional expertise on this?"
I don't know when he died. It looks fresh. But most of us marshals can tell, one, if something's dead, or two, something's still shooting at us.
Right. So common sense.
Uh-huh.
And I really did not want to get this dirty today. And she's just gonna sigh and squat down and just peer inside slightly.
You
I
see
pull
a,
out my flashlight for
you
it.
see a bend. Where you have to go.
Does it look like there's a trail of blood leading in,
Yes.
or is it okay? All right. She's
If you
going
don't want
to
to get it dirty, take it off. That's what I did. Well, at least my jacket, anyways.
Women have more ways than one. She's going to reach into her purse and grab a hair tie, and take her skirt and bundle it up nice and high, and bunch it together with the hair tie in the corner.
Okay.
So it's basically she's just going to be on her hands and knees, and the
Yep.
skirt should stay up off the ground.
Should.
But it is,
It is a tight fit,
Ludicrously
but you are
high.
small enough to be able to make it.
yeah.
You crawl your way in. You take the bend. I'm guessing you have Robert's flashlight in your hand.
Oh yeah, she ain't going in there without it.
Yep. You turn and you see Uncle Joe. That is now outer Uncle Joe.
Once
You were not
removed.
kidding. All right.
Roll a medicine check for me.
Yep.
And I would have told her, I won't watch it, draw back, decency's sake.
Appreciate it.
Oh.
Do you want to use 6 luck?
Yes.
All right, use 6 luck.
Check it. Check
look-
it. You succeeded.
The bottle, the body is rigor mortis has not set in yet. The body is still not room temperature. You would guess that he was probably killed sometime before you all ate. Around the time where he came down here to get wine.
Okay. So it was about the time that, as I had messaged you, she had internally clocked it, but she'd set it aside as alcohol. Okay. Ugh. Alright, she'll very gently poke and prod a little bit and just try to get a judgment on if it seemed like he got hit with something hard, if it seemed like something had literally abnormally taken him and ripped him in half with their bare hands.
It looks like this was done with bare hands.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any tool marks that
No,
go along with any of this.
This was brute strength, which you know is incapable of normal humans to be able to rip someone open.
For that to happen, there would have to be something gripping on it, and the body would have
Yeah.
formed clots by this point.
Yeah.
How big are any of the bruises that would be the quote-unquote hands that might have done this?
They're the size of human hands.
Okay.
You actually can see the imprint of the fingers on the skin where it was ripped open. It doesn't look like they moved anywhere. They just like dug in and ripped.
Does it look like they had any struggle with puncturing the skin? As in, like, was it effeminate nails that are normally sharper?
It looks as if it is male size hands that's kind of ripped it open.
Okay. Alright, I'd like to take a peek with the flashlight beyond him.
Alright, you see the tunnel goes and goes and goes, and eventually your light will not reach the end of it. It goes that far.
Oh good, nothing's sitting right behind it then.
They're creeping at me, you look up, and all of a sudden there's just something right there.
Uh-huh, that was the concern.
No, this is an alien.
She's going to just call back because she's not crawling back in here when she's out. Is there anything in particular you want to know? This was definitely human hands, but it was not human force.
When did he die?
Before dinner, in the middle of it. About the time when maybe he went out to go get that drink of his. He seemed off when he came back.
I mean, that makes sense in the new weird way that they make sense. But, so who's the new Joe?
That's the big question. Do you need to know anything else about the body?
Nope.
Good.
Wait a minute. What's he wearing?
She's gonna check that.
He's wearing the same outfit you saw him in.
Okay.
Correction, I lied to you. He is wearing nothing. He's completely nude.
Ah, okay. Naked.
So Courtney, check out the Arkham Suite Lounge. Because Jill told me to put this in here for you.
Hey, yo, nice?
Yep, pretty much. Women have more than one way to keep from getting dirty.
And to keep decency up, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it looks like it goes between the legs.
Yeah, that was the one I was trying to think of, but I couldn't think of it at the moment, so I just went with the high hitch on one side.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
So,
But
I'm guessing
no, if I can retcon, I would say
yeah,
that.
that's fine. I'm guessing you crawled back out of the tunnel at this point.
Yes.
Alright. You crawl back out, and the light kind of hits you as you were in a dark place, and you see, you just see fucking Robert looking upset because you don't have any dirt on your clothes because of the way you bound it.
Look, I'm a big guy.
Don't worry, it's not exactly 100% sanitary, and she's gonna brush off her stockings the best she can.
Listen, Robert is 5'10" and 170 pounds. That's rare in the 1920s.
You're a big boy.
And until you meet fucking our boxer. Jesus Christ. There's a freight train. Well, you look alright. I'll scan her over for like any loose dirt or anything like that. You might want to wash your hands, so.
Well, I plan on it.
Now, you also might want to use a flashlight and find something fancy.
Right. She's going to peer around, probably go down to about here and see if there's anything that's mid-range.
There's some mid-range
Years.
stuff. Like there's a 1910. There's a 1890. There's an 1880.
Excuse me.
She'll pick up the... We'll go with the 1900.
All right.
Or the 1890, sorry.
1890.
That's what you said.
All right. You grab that. You guess you guys are going back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll pass it off to, Robert.
All right.
Kinda, yeah.
So while the rest
So
of
she
you are in
can stop and
here,
wash her hands.
You just hear grandfather go on a very long tangent about the Battle of Antietam and how General Sideburns, actually his name was General Sideburn, was an idiot. And how General McClellan won the day. And about that point, Robert walks in.
She found this 1890.
Richard kind of looks over.
That's good.
That's a bit of vintage.
Hey. I'll reach for the little thing, and as I do, I'm like, oh, she got spider web all over her hands. She's just washing them.
At least it's after dinner, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
And she'd have rounded the corner when he was saying that. You do have a very magnificent collection down there.
I've been collecting it for quite some time. Just make sure not to tell the cops.
What cops?
So, give me 1 second. Nothing. Hang on, I need to do the other one too. Oh shit! The grandpa looks at you two, looks at all of you, goes, "You're all trying to hide something from me. You're not gonna work. I've been doing this long enough. What's up?"
Are you sure you want to?
Holland looks at him, having absolutely no clue what's going on.
Yeah, Walter's just as dumbfounded.
He seems to be staring at Milo, Robert, and Mary.
And, this might be police intuition, but what's up with Joe?
What do you
That's what I'm
mean?
wondering about. Well, give me a little bit more insight on him. Why is he a asshole?
Well, always an asshole. Doesn't like anybody's food. Always critiques it. Likes to imagine like he lives the high life.
Got to get a couple enemies living the high life.
Well, I'm sure that he knows how to handle himself. He's been at this line of work for about 20 years now.
Did you ever had any close calls with anything?
Not that I can think of. Doesn't really like to talk about it. Why? Don't bullshit me.
He said he.
I'm
wait,
old.
what do you think? He doesn't like to talk about it?
Yeah. Don't bullshit me, I'm old. I want to be able to hear what's happening before I die.
I just look at Robert.
Mm-hmm.
So, when Joe went to go get some wine, Joe didn't come back. Robert kind of fiddles with a pen in his hand.
You see Richard kind of look at you confused. And then the grandfather kind of looks at you too. He was eating right there.
He
That
seemed
wasn't Joe.
he seemed off to me at first, but I thought it was just the alcohol.
Well, I mean, he does get happier when he drinks, but I don't know. He did seem kind of chippy, and it's that he was just lost in the wine.
He seemed more polite than your stories about him allude to.
Well, he's a shithead, and you notice that Richard is just kind of looking over, just like, can we stop talking about my brother in the past tense, please?
And that's when I pull out the finger.
We found more than just wine.
And you notice Richard's very confused. The grandfather kind of looks inquisitive. You tell me my son's dead?
Yes.
And you might have some foundation issues.
As a U.S. Marshal, I cannot lie to you. Yes.
Well, if I lost any of them, at least it's that shithead.
I immediately look over to Klingler.
Clayler's just kind of sitting there, like, you see he's holding back tears a little bit, just kind of clenching his fists and just kind of like not looking at his dad.
I won't disclose to you how I found them, but I can assure you.
You realize we're all part of the same society? We know there's monsters. Just tell me what it is. I lost my wife to a fucking monster.
Mary, can you take over here?
I can't say exactly what it was, but from my experiences, he had bruisings in the shape of male. Their handprints were over his body, and he'd been stripped naked and ripped inside out, quite literally.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. Rich.
And whatever it was dragged him 15 feet into the wall.
Yeah, he was also missing an arm, and it's close.
Rich, you got any idea? And Klingler kind of looks up and goes, I have no idea.
Time of death would be sometime when he went to go get his drink.
Well, you stunned me. This is something I'd never ran into before. I'm doing this for fucking forever. Well, I guess your rules don't apply anymore, my son. He pulls out a cigarette and lights it up, and Richard kind of looks at him like, Dad, please go outside. And he's like, oh, my son's dead. What are you gonna do? Kill me? And you lose 2 family members in one night.
I'd rather not lose anybody else tonight.
What do you want to do? They're all in their rooms. We're just gonna sit down here.
I'd like to find out where this Uncle Joe is, because he's not who he says he is.
Klingler looks at you. He goes, go upstairs. It's the second to last room on the right. I'm gonna stay right here. Like the rest of us do. We always go in twos. Whatever this thing is, it's snatching people. So.
I'd like to go in more than 2s if it's doing this kind of shit.
You notice that when you say that, the grandfather pulls out a Colt 1861 Army and goes, I'm always armed.
So am I.
Likewise. You'd be surprised what this 38 special can do.
And they'd be surprised what this 58 caliber Colt would do.
Is it a fucking U.S. Navy?
It's a U.S. Army, so it's the longer barreled one.
Yeah, the longer barrel one. Well,
Alright.
might want to check if everybody else is on it too.
Wasn't exactly looking like I was going to need it, so I didn't bring it this time. But she'll stand up. If there's anybody who can get him to get to the door, I think I have a decent chance if he's impersonating him.
Borrow my 1911. Just gotta go out to the bike.
Alright. Cool. I'll come with you to, the door outside so you can head to your bike, and, we can head up to the room.
I'll, pass off You're good with handguns, right?
Last resort.
Well, loud noises tend to scare a lot of things away.
Well, then I'll be sure to aim it not at myself.
Now let's go.
Whee!
Montage.
She'll pause a moment. Walter, are you okay down here with them?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll be there. And he starts walking over.
Rifle scabbard. Tommy gun.
And she'll close the door for them. And
What's in these other rooms?
she's gonna stop between Walter and Holland and say, we definitely need somebody to keep an eye on them. I'm not sure. We can't rule them out just yet.
It's a locked door, Milo.
Oh.
Well, I mean, me and Holland have been in there with them the whole time since dinner.
Yeah.
It's so far we know for sure is that Joe's whatever this thing is now at this point. It can't have gotten them unless...
Grandpa left for a cigarette. But that was after
God damn it.
Joe came back.
I worry that whatever can do that to Joe can very easily do that to either of them in there.
So what do you want to do? I have like a secret thing to do.
I mean, we can't leave them alone.
I guess I can stand and guard them.
Oh.
We're fine. I'll make you with them and two and two. Besides, I'd hate to get that fancy studio study.
It would be a shame.
The one thing they hear before the door closes again. Alright, up we go, I guess.
Upstairs.
And Holland will take a position next to the door.
You notice that the grandfather, when you pull out your knife to 11, he pulls out his cold arm and just rests it on the table. He's like, now there's two of us who's armed. You got anything, son? And Richard just kind of goes, Dad, you know I don't carry in my own house. He goes, that's stupid. You need to start carrying.
So which room did you say?
Second last room on the right.
All right.
Sorry, I was making sure the thing came in. Or got put in there.
Guess we should have asked all the other rooms too.
Let's knock. Yeah.
We'll figure it out later. Oh well.
You
Come on,
knock,
guys.
and
Yeah.
nothing responds.
Alright.
Jiggle jiggle.
Hey, Uncle Joe.
Nothing.
Jiggle the knob.
And that's unlocked.
Oh shit.
Well,
That doesn't look good.
So I cannot do the amount of blood in here justice. And the best way to describe it, it looks like a Pablo Picasso painting
oh,
of blood and guts.
we're already stepping in it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I would
I'll
be.
just
Yeah.
hang out here.
Hmm.
Keep an eye on the other door.
In fact, everybody who sees this, roll me a sanity check.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch,
shit.
Goods.
Can we not? And so we didn't.
This don't fail.
Uh-oh. Don't fail, don't succeed. What do you want us to do?
Yes.
All right. So the way it works is if you fail your sanity check, you take the full brunt of the failure. If you save, you take half the brunt. So all you guys lose is 1 point of sanity.
Don't fragile.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm gonna check the windows and see if they're open or locked.
The windows are locked.
Okay. I guess check under the bed.
Yep, looking under the bed. I got a flashlight. Click.
Blood and guts.
Oh, there's guts even under the bed.
Is this like normal, like human levels of?
This is
Body
like,
pattern?
imagine if a person just was thrown everywhere. Like if you put like an ounce of C4
Oh,
inside
dude.
their body and detonated it. That's basically what this looks like.
Yes,
Oh.
Doom levels.
Mm-hmm.
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 Does there seem to be any blood on the outside in the hallway around the door?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of wipe my boots off a little bit.
No, but you do notice
Is
that
it-
his clothing is neatly stacked in a pile on top of the blood. The clothing is covered in blood.
I want to go through it.
All right, you go through Uncle Joe's old clothing. It is very neatly folded and on top of a stack of guts and blood, and there's blood all over it.
Being careful and the finger quotes, checking the pockets.
Check the pockets. You find a wallet. You find about $3 in cash. That's pretty much it.
Nothing else. No weird business cards. No notes.
Nope.
I'm not taking this cash. It's karma to loot the dead.
Who are you and what to do with the Dan I used to play D&D with?
I'm Robert McAllen's U.S. Marshal.
So is it just the bed there? There's no
No,
other
all
like...
yeah, it's just the bed.
Okay.
There's like a suitcase and shit, but it's covered in blood too, and it's still closed.
Oh,
Check the suitcase.
I'll open it. I got my hands dirty. Twiddle
Yep.
those fingers.
You open up the suitcase. Inside you find clothing. It's no blood on them. Just a few neatly packed thing of clothes and a pack of cigarettes.
Okay.
Nothing here.
Oh, clearly this thing is not
Hold on a second. What kind of cigarettes?
They look to be the same pack that you smoke.
He's not gonna loot the dead for the money. Gonna loot the dead for the fucking cigarettes.
I just want to make sure the brand that he has, in case we meet up with Joe again. I want to know what kind of cigarettes he smokes.
Yeah. Okay, well. Do we check the other rooms, I guess?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be back in a moment.
All right.
Knock,
One
knock.
moment has passed.
You hear a voice. Hello?
Hey, sorry, it's Robert. I was just looking for the bathroom.
You see the door open up. She's in a nightgown now. It's
I kind of turned my body to where the fucking machine guns.
Oh, no,
visibly show.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It's Aunt Agnes, and she kind of sits there and looks out. Is everything okay? It seems like you all are kind of tense right now.
Well, friend over here. I've been using Walter since he's AFK. Really needs the bathroom.
Oh, you just need
Yeah.
to go down the stairs, and you need to go through the dining room and take a right into the bathroom.
As she's talking to Robert, I'm kind of just like looking, like glancing in, like just like with my eyes, like looking past her to see if there's anything like out of the ordinary behind her.
You see a suitcase.
What's in the suitcase?
What's in the box?
Okay, thanks, bye. Nero.
You. They said it was downstairs. I'm gonna close this door.
Alright.
Knock knock.
You hear a another voice inside here. Yeah. You see a guy open the door. He's in a looks to be pants, button-up shirt, kind of like thrown on. It's halfway buttoned. Looks out. It's it's the nephew of Professor Klingler, Tony, and he goes, "What's up?"
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. We were looking for Joe.
I haven't seen him since we ate. I mean, he went to the room next to me, but I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Oh, sorry. Guess I just got the wrong room.
Yeah, good. If you need anything,
Thanks,
let me
bye.
know.
Yeah.
I'm running out of excuses.
Mary's gonna wait by the stairs and kind of just peer down them.
Knock knock.
You see the door open up, and you see Jerry with his wife Sophie. Sophie's currently laying in bed. Blankets pulled up. Kind of looks at you. He's in basically just boxers and a wife beater. Looks out. Hey, what's up? Everything okay?
Oh, yes, we was just, planning on getting out of here. We wanted to say thank you for your time tonight,
Oh, okay. No problem. Anything else?
Sorry, it's just a partial thing. I like to kind of meet everybody.
Okay. Well, it's nice meeting you all as well. Night.
Thank you.
It's real smooth.
My brain juice is running now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what you got for this one, though.
You gotta give me a minute for this.
Knock knock.
You see the door open. This guy is just in boxers. It's Uncle. It's Uncle Walter. Big Italian beer gut spilling out. Yeah. What's up?
Hey, you seen Joe around?
I ain't seen Joe around though. Is he doing stupid shit again?
Yeah.
Hey, you should meet we got another guy that kind of rolls around with us. Vinny, do you know him?
Vinny,
The boxer.
Oh yeah, Vinny, big fan. I listen to him on the radio.
Yeah, you look like you could go toe to toe with him, big guy.
Listen, if he punches my gut, maybe.
I'll tell him.
Alright. Yeah, anyways, need anything else, let me know. He just kind
Thanks.
of shuts the door and just goes to bed.
Fuck. Alright.
You
Last one's the
fucking-
charm, right?
When you go over here to this door, you see a, keep out Thomas's room on a sign.
Oh, wait,
Open
this
the door.
is room?
The door's locked.
Son of a bitch. Knock knock.
There's
How is
no
it
response. It looks like a key. You need to have a key to open this door.
Got a
Are the shims covered on the door?
No.
Are the shims on this side of the door?
No.
Son of a bitch. Or, sorry, not the shims, the hinges, but you know what I meant.
The hinges are on your side of the door, yes.
I'm just gonna take the hinge bolts off
You take the hinge bolts off.
and just slide the door out and towards me.
There's nobody in there, just a messy bed. You see a few toys kind of scattered around.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, is he here?
No, Thomas is with his mom.
Oh, that's right. Oh, phew. Oh, fuck.
Round 2, Thomas Boogaloo.
God damn it. Whatever.
Alright, well whatever.
But now you know how to break into doors like this. It'll take a minute to put it all back.
Yep, it's good.
Oh yeah, let me help you with that.
So you just take the bolts here and it should all just slide back into place like a puzzle.
Walter,
fucking ridiculous.
you missed a true Italian man in his natural beauty.
Natural.
Okay. Said he can go toe to toe with Vinny, as long as Vinny punches him in the gut. You know, I got a bad feeling, and I'm really gonna hate myself.
What's that?
That hole.
Go somewhere else.
Uh-huh. But where?
Fuck. I mean, fuck it, right? They
Everywhere.
already know,
It's
so
everywhere. It goes everywhere.
yeah. But like,
Well, that-
we need to figure out like. Hold on, let me get the key from Klingler.
I'm gonna ask if
look
he's
at-
got tape too. I need to do
No.
something.
Hey, Klingler,
Us.
Yeah, what's up?
do you got the keys for the for the other rooms around?
Yeah, hang on. And he, you see him pull out a set of keys and just kind of hands it over to you.
And do we got some tape?
He kind of looks at you, not on hand, though.
Damn it. Rope.
Yeah, I got some rope.
I'll take it. Where is it?
He, gets up and says, follow me. And,
No.
Holland, are you coming with, or are you still gonna guard Grandpa? That's right, Holland. Jesus Christ.
Helens.
Holland.
Hold on.
Heads in and comes over to his desk and opens it up and pulls out about 20 feet worth of rope and hands it to you.
I'm tying my flashlight to the front of my Thompson.
Alright.
You got any secret rooms or anything we need to know about?
No.
Okay.
Know about the tunnel under your house?
I didn't know there was a tunnel underneath my house until you found it.
Okay.
Looks like find out where it leads.
I will go.
Mary will stay behind.
So this is your study?
Yep.
Nice.
I kind of peer at some of the books.
All right. You kind of look over some of the books. He has different things on studies of ancient archaeology, anthropology, modern day biology, stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to borrow a couple of these books at some point.
Yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
Wait, he goes back and he shuts the door and locks it.
And gives me back the keys, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mary's just chilling by the fire now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's got the Colt in her hands.
Okay. So you
But
guys,
it is just casually.
So you guys gonna crawl through the tunnel?
I'll crawl in.
Anybody else?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
I'll crawl in. I'm
And,
going to take off my jacket, my vest. Yeah, that's probably about it.
All right.
I'm whispering under my breath.
I've been through dirtier holes in my archaeology expeditions.
Heyo.
All right. So.
That's what
All
I
of-
whispered under my breath, Goots.
All right.
Because I'm a good Christian boy.
Mm-hmm.
On Sundays.
Except the Sunday you skipped.
Yeah, that was a bad Sunday.
All right. Each one of you. I need you to roll me a. Let me see what would be best for this. Roll me a navigate.
Navigation?
Mm-hmm.
Let me navigate that left and the right.
Oh no, there's a lot of tunnel network.
Oh my god, so close, but I can't
You guys
do it.
take about 2 hours finding dead ends, and eventually you come to a it kind of opens up into a what are those things called? What are the big fucking houses and graveyards called?
Crypt
A crypt. You open up into a crypt.
or a mausoleum.
No, it's a crypt.
Mausoleum.
It's a crypt.
Where the fuck are we?
Oh, great. This looks like a crypt. I'm getting a lot of flashbacks right now.
Stay calm.
You look around. The doors are sealed, and the whole you come through open is where the tomb is. So where this is, it brewed underneath the tomb.
So the doors here, does it look like this is its domicile?
Yes.
Is there anything here?
There's a few skulls and shit like that.
It's not here though.
No.
Fuck. Pardon my language. Anything of interest on the walls? Like, I'll look around, I'll look on the ceilings. Any blood streaks leading anywhere?
No.
Sealed doors, are they like sealed, super sealed? Can we move any of them?
It's super sealed.
Do any of the, like... Damn it. Does anything look disturbed as far as, like, the actual, like, crypt, like, I guess, places where you put the coffins and whatnot?
So it's just one coffin in here. It's the tomb, and it is the only thing in here. The other thing is just bones kind of scattered throughout the room. That were not placed in here whenever they
Is
sealed
that
this tomb.
coffin thing closed?
Where you guys came out of? No.
Oh, so we
So
came up
we
through the
came
little-
out of the coffin.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I understand.
So it's definitely still around out there.
took us a while to get back here, so
Shit. And there's no way to like actually get out. It's locked. Can't try the keys.
It's sealed shut with concrete.
Oh shit.
So you guys have to go back through the tunnel to get back inside the manor.
Guess we're going back through.
damn it, I hate days like these.
All right, takes you about 30 minutes since you don't have to worry about the detours anymore, and you arrive back.
Jeez.
Did we hear anything in the tunnel?
Nope.
Anything happen in the house during those 2 hours?
That was my question.
During the 2 hours you guys are there, you hear some people go to the bathroom, you don't hear. You see them go to the bathroom as you have to go through the dining hall. It is Agnes that goes to the bathroom. There is Walter and Sophia. All three of them use the bathroom.
All right.
See, Agnes, Walter, and Sophia all use the bathroom.
Yep.
This big ass house has one bathroom and it's at the downstairs in the dining hall.
Yep. You see Holland come back, and he's covered in dirt.
Yep.
You have fun in the hole there?
Not entirely. So, it goes to a crypt. You come out of the coffin in the crypt.
So, where's Milo?
He's coming.
Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention. I'm here.
Wait, so where is the bathroom? It's that room?
I think it's the room at the south end. That's the bathroom?
Clearly
Let's
comes
take a look.
over here and points at this room right here.
Oh, well, what's...
It's not a bathroom.
No, that's
No.
not.
Pointing to the room in the dining hall. Somebody put a red arrow on that door, and that's not what the
Oh,
bitch was pointing at.
why did the music just change?
Don't worry about it.
It's a very drastic change too.
Yeah.
Man, this bathroom.
I feel like we need to take a look at
This room.
look inside here somewhere.
Hey, is this room locked, or is this just another way to get in here? Oh, okay, it's the library.
How's this has to be Kingler's room.
Mm-hmm.
Kingler's room. How does it look?
It looks like a very large open room. There's a shattered wine glass, a few dressers. It's very wide open. Even though I couldn't place it in here, you notice there is a rapier and a few guns kind of lined along the wall.
He said he wasn't unarmed. Liar.
He said he
I
wasn't
mean-
carrying.
They could be decorative. I check under the bed.
You check under the bed and you see a box.
A box?
Yes, like a little wooden ornate box.
I'm gonna pull it out.
And you pull it out and you see a single silver key inside of a red felt.
Single silver key.
What is
Almost
that?
like it's for the Silver
Okay.
Key Society, you know.
What? No way. Is there anything else in
Nope.
I wonder where the silver key leads. Huh? Huh? Nowhere?
it? I pocket it. Put the box back under the bed.
Wait a second.
Also, Swagger, I really hope you read Jill's giant nerdness that she sent to you.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I just remembered something.
Yeah, you're not. It's been a while. Listen, it's been a while. Okay.
What are you doing,
It's-
Robert?
I remembered. There's another door somewhere.
Yeah, there's another door down here. Let's go.
Knock, knock.
I put the key in the thing and open it up, and I go over here and put the key in the thing and open it up.
It's not locked.
I press the unlock button.
Press the unlock button. Oh, this just leads.
Oh, this is the bathroom. Okay.
Don't know. They're at the area you were at. We're like, oh, this is a door.
Wait.
Yeah, I walked in and I was like, "Hey, look, another door! Oh, look, it's a library. That's cool." And I closed the doors behind me.
I take a closer look at these bookshelves.
Okay.
Meow.
Bunch of books.
Hold on a second.
Does any like book or item specifically stand out among the rest?
Nope.
Okay. And it's just a wall behind the fucking books.
See, Dan, that answer right there. I can't answer that, Dan.
I don't know how to make an idea. Oh!
Light bulb. Ooh.
Milo,
What?
you did not.
You passed through the bookshelf.
Let's go!
What?
As like, I put a hand on Milo's shoulder and I go, this house doesn't make any sense. And I kind of just put my hand out. And I'd
What
walk
the
through the wall.
fuck?
I like to think that after you guys walked through the bookshelf, I walked in to see it empty and then walked
Yeah.
back out.
They got. Oh, where'd they go? They must have went back to the bathroom.
What the fuck is this shit?
Oh, the
Something
Batman.
else. Something else bothers me too.
What?
It's a big square house, and there's another room on the other side of the house. There's a big space between the kitchen and Kingla's room, but I didn't see a door.
You know what? You're
Granted,
not
this is
wrong.
fucking weird.
What do we see in here? Like,
So
what's
to your
in this
right,
room?
that looks to be a plant of some sort. This is kind of oddly growing, with no soil there. The other plant is a purple plant, which is glowing with a kind of like a hue. You can't quite put your finger on why it would be doing that. It's actually very, very confusing to you as to why it should be doing that. It makes no sense at all as to why that's a thing.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna touch him because that'd probably be a bad idea.
Like I was standing in the perfect fucking spot,
Do
and
it.
asked the perfect fucking question, and got the perfect fucking roll. The game just hands you things sometimes.
Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to just accidentally fall into the fucking bookshelf.
I go back to the kitchen,
Okay.
start feeling around these walls. You gonna be mad if I phase through the fucking wall, dude?
No.
No.
Now Walter just watched them walk out of the library like, what?
Kingla's room, maybe?
Yeah, let's go in there.
Yeah.
He's just
No.
running around.
Oh, fuck.
Like I walk into the fucking
Literally
room,
just hit the
and
wall
then
and I
all of a
tripped
sudden,
into it. Fuck!
wait, what? Whoa!
Robert, where'd you go?
Jesus.
What the fuck is this shit, man?
Inside of this room, you notice that there's a lot of like there's nothing except for one corner. There's a box.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, son of a bitch. Where's the box? Which corner is the box?
I will draw it for you. Because I did not expect you guys to find this. I still put it there, though, in case you all fucking did what you did.
Sometimes the game just hands you things.
Sometimes the game hands you.
Okay, I go over to the
Alright.
box.
Alright. You open it up, and inside there's a bunch of photographs.
Look at this photograph.
Photograph.
What's what are the photographs of?
You see a planet with 2 moons. Another photograph is you see wildlife which you've never seen before, like an elephant with like 2 trunks and 4 eyes. There's a tall black thing that looks almost like a human out in the distance in one of them. It's just very alien-esque photos.
What the fuck is all
Is there anything at the bottom of it, or is it all just photos?
It's all just photos.
Does that answer any of your questions you've had lately, Milo?
Do what?
Yeah, you've been reading the weird books.
I mean, yeah, but these are like entirely different species.
Don't look at me, I'm not a botanist or what the fuck ever. Yes, I know what a botanist is, Robert doesn't.
I like to imagine like the grandfather just regaling all of you. He says on there with tales of the Civil War as they're all off exploring fucking unknown, uncharted territory. It's like, fuck all of you, we're gonna go investigate.
But this still doesn't answer any question.
Yeah, this doesn't answer anything. And there's nothing else in this room.
Nope, there's
at all.
nothing. It's just a large open room with a box of photographs.
Shit. What else could, like... I'm gonna start walking around the room and just kind of feeling around.
Alright, you feel a bunch of bricks and wooden floors.
You just see Milo just kind of reaching out and just like making circles basically around the area, like,
Pretty
what
much
the
what
fuck?
Robert did, yeah.
Can I touch anything that's unseen? I do that for like a solid 5 minutes and then I'm like, I'm done here. Okay. Oh, hey, Walter.
What the fuck did you guys come from?
You know,
What do you mean?
spooky room.
Well, I watched you guys walk in here, and I came in after you, and you both were gone.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a spooky room.
A spooky room.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
What
watch
do you
this. Nyom.
What the hell?
go on in. Just kind of lean against the wall. There you go.
Oh my god, what is... What kind of shit is that?
There's a box in there with a bunch of like weird photos.
Okay.
When there's a murder afoot, and you're all like, weird rooms, fucking yeah.
Yeah,
Did you grab the photos? Maybe Mr. Klingler knows something about them.
Of course he knows something about him. This is his house.
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
Let's
but
see.
maybe he can answer some
I got a
questions.
Wait, Robert, where are you going?
Meow.
So Holland and Mary, they finally fucking come back.
Klingler.
Where the hell have you been?
Yes.
Exploring.
Richard kind of
Look.
looks over at you.
Doctor. Seen any strange plants lately?
I can't say I have.
Any
Nothing.
really strange plants?
Really strange plans.
Like,
I think we need to talk, but I don't think now's a good time to talk since, you know, my brother's dead.
Also, do you know Holland's a photographer?
Again, I'll explain all of this as soon as you figure out what's up with my brother.
We've been looking, as you can tell.
we're trying to find. We're trying to find who did this.
Should we round everyone up down here?
I think that might be a good idea.
She'll look to both of the Klinglers and kind of just raise an eyebrow. Your family not going to freak out if we wake them up?
My family's been through enough shit, they won't be surprised.
Oh.
Well, do you guys want to collect everybody?
Come on.
I have some thoughts to compile.
Start. Knock, knock!
And you knock on the door and, yeah.
I hate to bother you this late at night, but, got a little meeting you gotta attend downstairs.
Alright, let me get dressed.
And brazenly holding the typewriter now.
Opens it up and grabs his clothes and just kind of walks past us. Oh, don't shoot me. Whatever I do, I'm unarmed, he says, laughing. And as he laughs, he pulls out a sawed-off double barrel and just puts it back and walks downstairs.
Yeah, right. Vinny's unarmed too. Knock, knock! Whoa!
Yes?
A little, meeting downstairs.
You see Sophie kind of... It's early in the morning. Why are we getting up right now?
Spooky shit.
Alright. They both close the door, get dressed, and then they fucking, you know...
I think this is... Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Meeting downstairs.
Alright. He just goes down in his white beater and boxers.
This should be... Yep. Nothing changed in here, it looks like.
Yeah, it still looks like a bloody mess.
Knock, knock.
Hello? Did you have trouble finding the bathroom?
Oh, we found the bathroom already. But, I need you to find your way downstairs.
Okay.
Kind of an important meeting.
You know,
I need you to
she's
find your
mostly
way
dressed and she
downstairs.
just heads downstairs.
And, as they depart, I take a quick peek. Just yeet yeet.
A whole bunch of suitcases.
Yeet yeet.
Hey, Coots.
Yes.
Remind me which ones use the bathroom.
Walter.
What about this door?
It
Isaac
was Walter, Agnes, and Sophia.
I was
Sophie.
correct.
My bad, Sophie.
Sorry, what'd you say, Robert?
As the kids' room, it's empty.
Yep, kid room's still empty.
Okay.
Fuck.
I'm gonna leave the door open and then, like, keep an eye out in the hall, too.
Alright. When Swagger begins to sweat because he knows what the fuck's about to happen.
Yes, and I can't fucking metagame, okay? I'm trying so hard, you don't understand.
It was the butler in the kitchen with the candles. Clue reference? Really? Come on. Nobody laughed?
No, it was lame. Alright, go on.
God damn it. Well, you want me to start?
Go for it. And while he's talking, I casually saunter on over to here. Walter, get inside.
Inside?
Inside.
I'll wait till I hear that familiar click of the door.
Click. And lock.
Hollander and Mary, are you gonna sit there during this, or are you gonna get up?
Nope. I'm gonna get up, and I am going to cover from over here.
She is waiting at the edge of the seat, so she's not really in the chair. She's just leaning against the arm of the
Okay.
chair,
Got it.
watching.
Alright,
Waiting.
well, Walter's gonna move closer to the fire and see if he can't find a fire poker nearby.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay. Just, he knows it's there in the back of his mind.
Well, I don't mean to cause any alarm. I already spoke with this Kingler. Doctor. But, I found Joe. Well, a few of us found Joe in the basement. Killed.
You see a few of them kind of audibly gasp, and then ones just kind of look around, just kind of shrug.
On a little bit further investigating, we crawled through these tunnels, which we found Joe's body, and it leads to a crypt of sorts. Said crypt was mostly empty, aside from old remains, bones, skulls, whatnot. Method we found Joe to be deceased. It's pretty gruesome. Missing an arm. Rib cage opened up. Would anybody know if Joe had any enemies by the time of his demise?
Nobody says anything until finally the grandfather speaks up. If you're looking for enemies, you're looking at pretty much all of them.
All of them?
Yeah, nobody here liked Joe, including myself, but it was our family, so...
Did anybody have malicious feelings towards Joe?
Everybody kind of raises their hand, minus Sophie, who's just like, I just married into this family.
I see.
Walter's thinking, why are we treating this like a typical murder case? We know that this is something Silver Key related, if you will.
Oh, so I'm being blunt with the questions.
My grandfather kind of rolls his eyes. Wouldn't it be smarter to have all of us in a separate room and you interrogate us one at a time? That way you all can have the same alibi and we all can't cooperate?
Not a bad idea.
It's almost like I've been doing this since 1888.
Well, if we do that, you may want to go with the interrogator then. You seem to know the family pretty well, and you might be able to sniff out if there's an off answer better than we will.
We have to start with him first.
Alright, let's get this done with. Where am I going?
The study, please.
Alright.
Over here.
Does anybody else want to go with Robert to help this interrogation?
Yeah.
Mary will go.
I'll move the
Okay.
chair to the middle of the room.
I would highly recommend Mary and Holland, since they've been kind of excluded in a lot of this.
Holland, go.
Go for it.
All right.
See, I want everybody to have a fun role play. I want it just to be the Dan Swagger fucking Dunno Dream Team. I want everybody to role play.
No, Mary's
was-
doing her parts. Don't
I
worry.
don't know about Dream Team, but
My plan was to flip the billiards table so I had some cover when shit went down.
Yeah, you flipping a fucking slab of.
He's in here. All right, what's the questions?
State your name, date of birth.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, Clark Klingler, 1850. Correction, I lied about that. 1845.
Oh, my brain just fried. Oh dear, I've been roleplaying too much.
Coots, look at your Discord.
Alright.
Coots, for dinner tonight.
I'm sending this to Jill.
Not Herb. Wait a minute, he disappeared. Let me get my notes. 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
How long have you been smoking?
I've been smoking since I was 12.
Does he seem like he has a cougher's rasp?
He does, yes, but he is able to mask it quite well by keeping his throat quite wet.
Okay.
Mainly through alcohol.
When Joe disappeared, did he say he was going to go?
I figured I think it is go use the bathroom.
Whom did Joe interact with first after our arrival?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, now I remember. It was the Mary, right?
That's correct. That's my name.
Yeah, Mary. Kept hitting on her.
Correct. Would you two like to chime in?
Not really my specialty to ask questions, but I can pick up a thing or two now and then.
What's your questions?
Who is it that you most suspect?
To be honest with you, I don't really know. I just saw my family come downstairs. I haven't really had a chance to talk to them. However, I recommend you said there's a tunnel downstairs. I recommend you barricade that up, because whatever's in here, that seems like it's escape if it gets caught.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Holland, you mind getting his suit a little dirty?
I can do that.
Either that or actually tell Walter he can carry some heavy shit. He's young and strapping.
Fucking Walter's always the guy trying to figure out where the party's at or fixing shit or barricading shit.
Go
Mr.
up
Clark.
and
Mr. Clark, do you know today's date?
That's the October the 30th. It's my wife and me's anniversary.
Do you know of any creatures that can be in two places at once?
I do not.
What's your wife's name?
My wife's name was Anne.
One N or twos?
2 N's. It was A-N-N-E. But it was pronounced Dan, not Annie.
Okay. Does she have a maiden name?
Sorry, say that again?
Does she have a maiden name? What was her name before marriage?
Shackleford.
Might be enough to start.
You think whatever is inside this house is still here?
Possibly.
That means it's obviously looking like one of us.
Doppelganger of some kind?
Mm-hmm.
Possible that one of your crew might be it?
Possibly. One last question. Kid that lives upstairs. What's his first name?
Thomas.
Correct.
Like I wouldn't know my own grandson's name. Do you want me to help out with this, or do you want me to go back up there?
I personally would like you to face the opposite direction of whoever we're going to be questioning. And I want you to silently raise your hand for left that they are telling the truth, right that they are not.
Alright. The wheel's over here and the face is out the window.
Robert, make sure that they have their back to him.
Of course. He knows what I'm doing. I'm just getting truth telling. He's been with us the whole night. He couldn't have done it. I'll get another one.
The fuck did Holland go? Oh.
He's
He's directing Walter.
Walter and I are barricading the hole.
Alright.
I'll start on the left side of the table. Please come with me. Oh dear.
A lot of bottles.
Fucking yeah.
Alright, the chair is here, facing this way.
Yep, this is Sophia. Oh god. There we go.
Yep.
Oh no, that made it worse. There we go. Alright, Sophia sits down. She just looks very confused.
State your name
Sophia?
and last name.
Klingler? He raises his left hand.
State your date of birth.
Date of birth is July 2nd, 1980. I'm sorry, 1980. Jesus Christ, 1900. Left hand raised.
When Joe left after we arrived, what did he do?
I think he went and got wine. And the grandfather kind of looks over at you and just kind of like shrugs his shoulders, like, I mean, you already know the answer to that.
I nod. Another question. Do you know Clark's wife's name?
I'm sorry, I don't. I married into this family last year, and I still don't know everybody that well.
Okay. Moving on to the next. When Joe arrived, or sorry, when we arrived, all of us, who sat next to you?
Mary did, I think, because we talked about nursing.
Okay. Before Mary sat down, who did Joe interact with?
Mary is being a perv. Oh. Everybody okay?
We're fine.
It's the doppelganger. He's trying to escape.
She kind of looks over at you, Robert. Do you have any more questions? Oh, is that it?
Mary will shake her head as if she, like, doesn't get anything off from this.
Free for now. Come with me.
Do you mind if I go have a cigarette real quick outside?
I prefer if it's things.
kind of roll should we make to see if we can barricade this hole?
You guys, if you spend your time doing it, you can barricade it.
Next at the table, please.
Fucking meow. And so Jerry comes in and he just kind of stands and he's like, I'm not gonna sit, but I'll stand.
It's fine. Just face me. State your name. Full name.
Jerry Haverford Klingler. He raises his left hand.
What was your year of birth?
Yeah, birth was 1893, July 4th.
Every day till I thought.
Well, he raised his left hand.
When Joe left the table after we arrived, what did he claim to do?
I don't know, piss.
When we arrived, Joe interacted with her.
And that broad over in the corner.
What did he do?
Acted like a normal, smart-ass, disgusting shithead he is.
Smartass shithead. Got it. Do you know the name Clark's wife?
Do you mean my mother? Anne.
Uh-huh. Do you know her maiden name?
I think it's Elizabeth. He raises his left hand.
Hold on a second.
We've barricaded the hole.
You said middle name. Did you not remember?
Maiden.
Maiden name.
Maiden.
Okay, then he says Shackleford.
Which I assume is another left raise.
Yep.
Okay. Back in the dining room, you were one of the others who raised their hand to having malicious feelings towards Joe. Anything in particular that caused such?
Yeah, got Mom killed. He does not raise either arm.
What do you mean?
They're working on something big. I don't know what it was. Mom loved doing this shit. She was in her 70s doing it. Joe goes out with a... Joe was a different person then. And just... something happened. I don't know what. And... caused Mom to die.
My condolences. I got one more question for you. What did we come here to do tonight?
Celebrate Mom and Dad's anniversary.
Come with me. Going back to the dining room.
Yep. Fucking... oh, damn it. Fucking meow. Meow.
No. No. Next, please.
Before we continue this investigation, is everybody enjoying this?
Yes.
Just kind of tense.
He looks at you, still with his Italian gut hanging out. It's kind of being His wife beater's rolled up some, and his boxers he's just sitting there.
State your full name.
Do you want my full name or do you want my normal name?
Both.
Walter John Davison Richard. Followed by Klingler.
Walter John Davidson Richard.
You see the grandpa kind of raises his hand and he just kind of says, I lost too many friends during the war, and so I decided to go ahead and throw as many as I could on him.
Respectful. I like it. State your year of birth, followed by the date.
1889, January 13th.
Left hand?
Yep.
When Joe left the party for the first time for this evening, what did he claim to do?
He said he was gonna go piss.
We arrived.
I'm
was
sorry
the
to
first
cut
time?
you off, but this is bullshit. My brother's dead. What? You already got all the answers you need. Why are you interrogating me?
We have our reasons, and there are also state procedures that need to be taking place.
Alright.
Simply put, I'm looking for indiscrepancies. When we arrived, all of us, who was the first person Joe interacted with?
Mary, I think. What's that? Is that your name, sweetheart?
That's my name.
Yeah,
What did
being a pig.
and Pig? Clark is his father, right? These are all like sons.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
you know.
is his son.
Father's wife's name, or your mother. What is her name? What was her maiden name? Her last name.
Shackleford.
Said you were one of the people that raised your hand towards malicious intent, Joe. Why?
Cause Mom's death, I don't exactly like my brother, but I still loved him.
What did we all gather here for today?
Mom and Dad's anniversary.
We're done for now. Turn to the dining room.
Mary's gonna actually walk over before they take off and just reach out a hand towards, his name's Walter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Towards Walter and hold it out in a way to shake his. Thank you for your time. We are doing our best to get to the bottom of
He
this.
reaches his hand out to shake yours and shakes it, kind of a firm grip, and just goes, "Find the son of a bitch that is to my brother, please."
When she shakes his hand, is it about the size of the palm prints that she was finding on the body?
It's about that size.
She'll go back over.
Next, please. And
Before we start any of this, you know I was with you the whole night, so what's the point?
discrepancies. Doctor.
Discrepancies of me never leaving the table. Everybody's talking about it out there. Alright? So I'm just gonna go ahead and spill it, alright? Yeah, he flirted with Mary when he first got here. Then, me and myself, I was born 1879. To be exact, May 2nd. Whenever I got here, he was being a pig to Mary. I welcomed all of you in. We ate our food. I asked you all to go get the glass of wine. Am I done?
What's Clark's wife's name?
My mom's name was Anne.
What's her maiden name?
Shackleford.
What did Joe do to piss everybody off?
No, you mean the fact that you got Mom killed?
Precisely. What did we come here to celebrate?
Mom and Dad's anniversary.
You're done.
Good. Find this fucker. No, it ain't me. He says that to you as he walks back in, kind of quietly.
After you, Doctor.
So then at the table, Tony and Agnes look at you, just point which one you want next.
Agnes.
She is less of a fucking meow.
Oh, she's a...
Exactly.
Gotcha. State your full name.
Agnes Bethany Klingler?
State your year of birth, followed by the date.
I was born 1892 on October 13th.
I'm gonna look that up later and see if it's a Friday. That'd be funny. When we arrived, after the festivities began, what did Joe claim to do when he left the table?
He said he was going to go use the restroom.
Whom did Joe first interact with when we arrived?
Mary, by the way, I'm sure all of us quite peckish. Would you all like me to go make you a pie after this? I can make one real quick. I know that you're trying to do your best, and I appreciate it, especially for my brother.
You're fine.
The circumstances, right. Seconds.
When everything clears up, I might take you up on that.
Okay, I do enjoy making pie.
What kind of pie, Miss Agnes?
Apple, blackberry. I make a really good pecan pie.
Sounds wonderful. Also, let me ask you. What was Joe doing to Mary when he introduced himself?
He was being a disgusting pig to you all. It's so rude to do that to company. And you all seem so nice. I don't understand why he acts that way.
Manners make man. Miss Agnes. What was your mother's name?
Anne.
What was her last name before birth? Or before marriage? Sorry. Excuse me.
Shackleford. I really do miss Mom. I know this is bad to speak ill of the dead, but Joe kind of had what was coming to him, although I don't believe it should have been those kind of circumstances.
My condolences. What did Joe do to make everybody mad at that table?
To make everybody mad at the table.
Well, for them to have more than malicious intents against him.
He got Mom killed.
I think that's it. Come with me. Yeah. Tony? Oh, Tony's a humor. State your name. Full name.
Tony Gabriel Klingler.
I assume Granddad has been raising his left hand a lot.
Yep.
State your date of birth.
Date of birth. is November 15th, 1899.
When Joe left the table after we all arrived, what did he go claim to do?
Dave was gonna go piss or something.
What did he come back with?
Bottle of wine?
When we first arrived,
You notice that the grandfather kind of motions you over, Robert.
One moment. You
You need to ask him questions about his wife. He knows something about his wife that I do too, but nobody else in the family does, minus one other.
I got some. Got a few more questions for you.
Yeah.
Who did Joe first interact with when he got to the party? Or when we got to the party?
Huh?
What was he doing?
Letting her know that she has a nice dress.
What's Clark's wife's name? Or your mother's name?
And that's my grandmother.
Does your wife enjoy doing in the kitchen?
Normally she's not home. I'm the one that cooks. She works at the hospital. Raises his left hand. The grandfather kind of goes over to Mary and whispers in your ear. Have him ask if she's faithful.
She's just gonna raise an eyebrow. Have you and your wife ever had any issues?
No. Because the grandfather raises his right hand.
What kind of pies does your wife enjoy?
Say that again, Dan. You're quite muffled.
What kind of pies does your wife enjoy cooking?
My wife doesn't make pies. That's my aunt.
Hey, did I get this mixed up?
Yes, Agnes makes pies. Sophie is the nurse.
That's right. That's right. When was your wife born?
She was born in 1990.
What day?
I don't fucking remember.
You don't remember your wife's birthday?
I suck with dates. The grandfather actually raises his left hand.
Alright.
Has your wife ever been unfaithful to you?
No, she's extremely faithful, and the grandfather again raises his right hand.
There's usually a telling nervous tick that people tend to give, and something tells me that that's not true.
My wife would never cheat on me. Grandfather raises his right hand.
My apologies if I seem like I'm digging, but are you sure, or is that just something you're telling yourself?
She would never cheat on me. Grandfather raises his right hand again.
Why would you say that?
Because she wouldn't.
Where is she now?
I'm guessing the room over there.
And his wife was Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, making sure I got that right.
The grandfather speaks up the first time during this whole interview. Your wife is sleeping with your brother. We all know it. And you see him, like, tense in the chair. She's not doing that anymore.
You're visibly tensing. Something you gotta add.
No, my wife is faithful and would not cheat on me.
Which brother?
So he only has one brother, and the one it is would be Jerry.
Jerry. Oh. I think I have a few more questions to ask other people. Tony.
The grandfather kind of turns around. Mind if we take 5 so I can go smoke?
Mary will come over and do the same as she had to Walter and offer a handout to him to shake. My apologies for the intruding questions. We are trying to help.
Kind of comes in, looks at you, Mello. You mind if I take one of my kids to let me go smoke the way I have protection?
I'm out there with you.
He's asking Milo, you're not there.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna go with him.
Milo. Alright. Agnes is just going to be wheeling him outside.
I will follow.
Swoop. Swoop. The grandfather kind of like gets a cigarette in his mouth and starts patting around. Shit, I left my lighter. I'm gonna grab into my lighter for me. He looks over at you, Holland.
I'll walk over and I will light a match for him.
Might roll a luck check.
Luck check.
Oh!
Look at that.
Oh!
You light that bitch up and you just light it for him and he just says, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Agnes is kind of standing out there too. And she puts one in her mouth. Do you mind giving mine too?
We'll do
Another
hers
luck
as well.
check.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
It's
You
there.
Light it up.
Yes! Yes!
They both start smoking. Around that time, Milo and Walter.
Yes.
Oh,
Walter? I don't know.
spam him!
Let me to start dinging the shit out of him.
Swagger, right?
What? I'm Swagger.
Or who we talking to?
I
Oh,
don't know.
Dono.
Alright, Adeno's not answering. So, Milo.
What?
There he is. Fucking trying to get your attention for like the last fucking minute, dude. Around this
Sorry.
time inside, you see that, hang on. Uncle Walter begins having a fit. Like, he's clenching his heart.
Hey, are you
Just kind
okay?
of sloops over on the ground, is kind of clenching it.
Shit. Walter, grab a little help here. Are they all like blocking the way?
They're also kind of gathered around trying to help him, and at this time you notice that Sophie kind of looks at you and goes, "Go get Mary, please."
Yeah. I kind of run out to, grab Mary. Mary. Need you.
Alright. She'll rush out.
Eh.
God, the map. Eesh.
Walter just collapsed. It could be a heart attack.
Oh, jeez. Pull him out to the floor. Pull him out to the floor.
Around this time, the grandfather starts going back in. Agnes is pushing him. You coming back in, Larry?
Walter starts dragging Walter out to the floor.
Mary is going to check and see if he's choking on anything.
He is not choking on something. It looks like he's having a heart palpitation.
Okay. I am not actually a medic, so I'm not entirely sure I Sealy what to do about this. Or Sealy.
Holland will run to get
You do the
Robert and
necessary-
Thomas.
Yeah, but I would say as a nurse, she would probably know, and I can probably do a first aid check to do whatever that is.
Yeah. You're like, I do whatever is necessary to save his life.
Yeah.
Where's Grandpa going?
Hmm?
I just saw Grandpa go over to master bedroom.
Shit.
You
won't
go
work
check
that?
on him, I'll take care of this.
And Agnes is leaving out the front door.
Can Mary run a first aid check to help Walter?
Son of a bitch.
I'm following Agnes. I'm not enjoying this at all.
Agnes is just fucking booking it.
Come on.
All right. First off, Milo, what are you doing?
Debating on whether or not I want to go through here.
Agnes looks through the window for you, Holland, and she starts freaking out. Like, where did Dad go?
I don't know, because I don't know anything about the secret rooms, goddammit.
She's like, starts tapping on the window for you, Milo, like waving your arms.
I ready my 38 and I step through.
All right, you step through, you see Grandpa going through pictures.
What are you doing?
I heard something about you saying there's a secret room. I wanted to see what it was.
Yeah, we need everybody to be in the same area. Come on. You know anything about ghouls?
Head back.
Casual
Agnes.
conversation.
And lock it.
Fucking meow. There he come back. See fucking head back inside the house after seeing Grandpa over you here. Got the wall. All right.
Do you need a first aid?
Yes.
And lock it.
Really? Really?
Hang on. He's good because she rolled her needed medicine check. And at that point, Agnes drops to the ground.
It drops to the ground?
Yes, like just either passes out or something.
What the?
What now? Mary's gonna scramble over to her. Start
Alright.
checking on her.
You check her and she has no heart rate.
Oh, shit. What was the other girl's name? Sarah?
Sophie.
Sophie.
Sophie. She's gonna call out over her shoulder. Sophie, I need to do CPR.
Actually, good question. I don't believe CPR was invented yet.
Is it? Fuck.
Some
sort of
Let's find out.
resuscitation procedure.
1960 was when CPR was invented, so there's no resuscitation.
Alright, I
she's
start
dead.
smacking her face, trying to get her to react.
Sophie eventually grabs your arms and has you stop. She's pain compliant. Like no pain response at all. No visual, no audio, no pain.
Is this normal for her?
What to be dead? I don't think so.
What year is it?
It is 1923.
What in the hell is going on?
All right.
The
Listen,
grandfather
Richard.
looks very confused.
Y'all know some shit. You need to start talking.
Richard looks over. I don't understand anything that's happening right now. I really don't. And like he runs over, like starts checking on his sister, like he's panicking.
What the actual fuck?
Grandpa lights up a cigarette. Takes out his mouth. I understand there's still something here. Can we at least bury my daughter now? Since she's dead and her corpse is here, not eaten.
I ignore the question.
Is somebody missing from the room right now?
Robert and Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're in the interrogation area. Okay.
And I did call them. I wanted them all in the same room.
Fucking meow. Dan.
I'm looking up resuscitation methods. There are resuscitation methods back in the day. You know,
Pound on their chests until they wake up. I don't know.
All right,
no,
so
heart massage.
all right, do a heart massage. Roll medicine check.
It's like a
Fuck.
thorax and heart massage.
Medicine or first aid, since it's an
First aid,
application.
First aid.
Because apparently people used bellows back in the day to artificially inflate people's lungs.
You have a hard success. Nothing's happening.
You okay?
Oh, now what?
She got a hard success, but it did not bring her back.
Shit.
Who's dead right now?
Agnes.
Agnes.
What to do here? Do you want to check over?
There's nothing. She just dropped. And no reactions.
Well, I have an idea since she's gone. I can stay here and watch. You want to move everybody out? I can stay here with Walter.
I don't know if moving everybody out of the room is a wise choice.
Well, there's a dead body. Do you want to keep my family next to a dead family member? I'd rather move into a new room. You can keep me and Walter near. Watch the dead body as you do whatever you need to do.
Walter wasn't doing any better. At least he's still breathing,
not my
though.
son, Walter. You're Walter.
Let's everybody move out to the main hall. Fucking yeah.
Mary, Walter, are you moving out in the main hallway as requested?
Yeah. Making sure I wasn't muted this time.
What you doing, Milo?
I'm standing right at the edge of the door frame. I'm making sure that I have eyes on everybody,
Okay.
dead or alive.
Same. Back
So-
up.
You all say that you've been in these pickles before. What's your takes on this? This isn't normal.
Well, seeing that my daughter just died in front of me, and seeing that my son just almost had a heart attack, I'm not too sure. I've never encountered something like this. Have you, Dick? No doubt I had never encountered anything like this before.
How about any of the rest of you? And she'll look to any of the other relatives. You all are part of the Silver Key Society.
They all
What-
shake their heads. They have no idea.
How
Hey,
the
what?
fuck does a group of fucking, like, a family of people who form a society to combat these fucking types of things not know fucking shit about what the fuck it is we're dealing with?
Because they never dealt with it before.
Where the fuck did Agnes's body go?
That's what I was wondering.
Huh?
Mary's going to go in and look for any signs of where the body might have gone from where it was.
Looking, looking around.
Oh!
Did you go to the bathroom? Well, Mary, looking down, there's a hole. There's a hole dug.
God.
She went down a hole?
There's a hole into the ground.
You're fucking with me.
How did I not see that when I'm, like, literally right there?
I saw it because I was standing across the way so I could see in as well.
I'm, like, literally standing there,
Yeah.
like, facing
Swagger,
everybody.
Swagger. You know what these things are. You know how fast they can dig.
I understand that, but holy fuck.
Flashlighting.
Yep.
Mm.
Can we see anything down the hole?
Say again, Swagger.
Nothing.
I needed everybody to make a spot hidden check that's inside the kitchen pool. Actually, does everybody make me a spot hidden check?
Teehee.
Hi?
You notice the last thing Walter was eating was pie.
Was pie?
Mm-hmm. There's a piece of pie on his plate right now. He was kind of munching on it while you guys were interrogating him.
Okay. What kind of pie?
Looks to be apple pie.
Mary's
You
gonna
also
look to
notice
Robert.
that in the apple pie seems to be an earlobe. Well, part of it.
Mary's gonna look to Robert and say, "Do you think maybe she has been replaced?"
I.
Well, that's
Makes
happening.
sense why she.
While you guys are talking, a hole appears, and all of a sudden, these people right here just go poof into the hole.
Huh?
I'm jumping in.
You're
Is it
jumping
like
in the
a
hole.
water
You
hole?
jump in the
He's
hole.
jumping
And
in the
it's,
fucking
it's
hole?
just a fucking hole, and you look around and you see two of them are there. The other two are missing. They seem very confused and dazed.
Is Walter down here as well?
Walter is down here.
What other
I think you
directions
need to
do
throw the whole
the...
house away.
They go left and right. Swagger, how badly do you want to yell out what this thing is?
I know exactly what this is. And, like... I knew what was going on, but I can't... I'm not... I am trying so hard not to metagame, and I'm drawing a blank on what to do.
I'm just drawing a blank.
What just happened out here?
You see a massive hole in the
Hole.
floor.
It's in the hole.
Holland is in.
Yep.
Should we get up off the ground?
Also, Richard and the grandfather are both gone.
Wait, the grandfather's gone too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. I want to
Do
get in
you
one of the holes.
think? Do you
Would it-
think?
Hmm.
Do you think it was I guess whatever it was taking them to that place that we saw beforehand?
I believe
we
so.
were going through the fucking tunnels. The crypt.
Wouldn't hurt to check.
You eventually start to hear noises in one of the tunnels, Holland. Roll me a listen check to identify what it is.
1 second. Oh, this is not gonna be good.
I said I jumped in a hole.
All right, roll a listen check too. Well, Holland, it sounds weird as shit down here.
I'm used to the water.
So both you can push the rolls, but remember, if you fail it, it's a big oopsie.
I don't know what that means.
That means you got to roll it again, and if you fail it a second time, something happens.
Yeah.
Something happened.
An even bigger hole.
Yeah. But I know.
Fortune favors the bold!
It does.
You hear a voice. Somebody help me, please. Oh, that hurt. Where's my coat?
I turn the light back on my Tommy gun and start crawling towards it.
You find Grandpa missing his wheelchair. His wheelchair is still in the hole, but he is obviously was taken away. And you see Grandpa just sitting there in the dirt, just whatever it was took my gun.
Let's try to get you out of here. I'll try to drag him the best I can, like side by side drag.
All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna help Walter out of the hole too. The man who basically just had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have an idea.
I'm all ears, Walter.
Well, this thing's coming out of the ground, right? Let's get
Yeah.
up to the second floor.
What the hell just happened?
Klingler. What the fuck are you doing
Oh,
outside?
Fuck no. No.
I don't know. Some
no,
hole opened up and I got
no,
dragged
no,
somewhere.
No. No.
Nope.
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 Listen, until we get to the bottom of this, we need to seal off all the doors, and we need to go on the second floor.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
After you.
Only someone had mentioned that a second ago.
I didn't
Mary's
know what
going
would
to-
happen.
Mary's gonna call out to him to tell him to stop. And she does have the 1911 pointed at him.
All right. He stops, puts his hands up.
I search him.
I need you to answer me a personal question.
Okay.
What are the creatures we asked you about when we came back from our trip up to Innsmouth?
The fish things.
Okay, but what if they have the fucking memories of the people?
Then all of our questions have been pointless up till now.
I search him for the cult and other items that
You
can possibly.
Don't find the colt on him, but you do find his wallet.
I do find his wallet. What
Mhm.
is there anything special in his wallet?
Nope, just an ID, about $200 in cash.
I do.
He's still wearing his pin.
He is still wearing his pin, although it is quite dirty.
Okay.
That's a
Alright.
lot of cash to be carrying around.
How do his hands look?
Dirty. Same thing with
Bloody?
Grandpa, though.
I mean, yeah, of course
Bloody?
they're gonna be dirty. They got pulled into the fucking ground.
Bloody.
Alright, I put his wallet back in his pocket and say, alright, let's have everybody go upstairs. I mean, we're missing... Who are we missing?
I don't think Other than
Missing Agnes.
Mhm.
Agnes.
Well, yeah, we're missing Agnes because she fucking is the thing that I know that it is that I can't really fucking.
Robert, can you come to the kitchen with me?
Fuck. No.
She wants to
I'm
check on the
guessing you guys get out the wheelchair, right?
the what?
They got the wheelchair out of the hole for Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the wheelchair out of the hole for Grandpa.
Yeah.
Probably all bent to
Uh,
shit.
Mary wanted to find that pie and see if there was any more odds and ends pieces inside of it.
You go through it. Roll me a spot hidden.
Ew.
Wow.
I did it.
Robert, you find like freshly cut out pieces of skin kind of stuffed in it.
Ugh. Gross.
Fuck.
Okay. So Agnes definitely isn't right in the head then.
No.
Agnes is definitely. You said she was. Her heart was not beating,
Yes.
so she was dead. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck does she get the fuck up
I
from
don't-
being dead
I
and
don't know.
tunnel into a
that-
fucking thing?
That's weird, isn't it, Milo?
It's so weird. I wonder what it could be.
Well, how about we get upstairs, so we don't fall in any more holes?
Who's helping Grandpa?
I'll
You know
help.
what? I'll carry Grandpa up.
You guys can move the token, actually.
Oh, we can. Cool.
All right, come on, Klingler. Richard. All the fucking.
I'm sitting here on the steps.
I want to check all the fucking rooms.
All right, check all the rooms.
Somebody bring me up because apparently I
Any-
can't grab me anymore.
Any crazy fucking bitch in here? No? Okay. Any crazy fucking bitch in here? No. Excuse me. Sorry.
Then tell you there's no crazy bitches in any of these rooms.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna make sure. And then this is locked. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, so whatever this thing is, it's burrowing into the ground. It is probably taken over Agnes before any of us even knew it. And she had been using pieces of bodies to put into her pies. That's not something that would happen in the brief time that we've been here.
It seems like the things that they kill, they become, or they like shapeshift into whatever the fuck it is that they, what I'm assuming is eat.
Is it maybe possible that they're like a possum and can play dead?
What if they are dead? Or they don't have a pulse at all?
Mary's gonna look and see
You hear clapping coming from Grandpa. And then Grandpa stands up.
Motherfucker.
Son of a bitch.
This is getting old, and I was tired of being inside of that woman's body. Alright, time to kill you and get the hell out of here. And with that, Grandpa's gonna walk right to here and grab his wheelchair in one hand, and we're gonna do combat.
Fucking bitch.
You sound way too happy about this.
Let's add that good old token down real quick. Warning, I'm sorry if the name might surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
Ghoul! G for ghoul! Holy shit! Who knew?
Holland!
The answer is much more obvious when you already know it.
Alright. I guess I am going to target the ghoul and fire at him.
Motherfucker.
I'll spend the luck. God dang it.
Alright, you spin the luck.
Alright. Does anything happen?
Yeah, you shoot him.
Roll damage, maybe?
I missed a crucial piece. I had one question I could have asked.
All right, Milo.
I had one question I could have asked.
We'll
I
go
don't know
over
if
it.
Robert would have asked it.
We'll go over it later after the session's over. Milo.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, by the way,
I'm shooting.
the family who is unarmed is going to be running away.
I'm shooting the motherfucker. I mean,
All right.
Magical 38.
let's
Magical
go 38. Magical fucking 38.
Damn.
Deal
You
that
sh-
damage.
Yeah, you blow a hole in him.
Can I like? Okay, that's it.
Walter.
Walter's still kind of not okay with being around these things not okay with being around these things since the Wendigo incident, so he's gonna kind of just move away.
He's gonna fuck off.
Is Klingler staying there?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Boop.
Okay.
The ghoul. Walk
What
up
the fuck are you?
to you, Mary. And he's going to try to beat you with the wheelchair.
Can I dodge?
You sure can.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, dodge.
The second attack.
I don't know how many of these I can do.
Ooh. You can
Is it
roll
dodge
you can-
only allowed once?
No, you can roll it again. But you have to beat his score.
That's
You
Oh, I
definitely
definitely
did not.
Damn it, he didn't roll a 99?
Ooh. Ooh. Mary, do you want to spend some of your luck?
Some. Spend 48 of your 50 luck to succeed.
No. I'm saying, Mary, do you want to spend 10 points of luck for each point of damage to reduce the damage by 1 point?
God.
So, 10 points of luck is 1 point of damage removed. Because right now you're sitting at a 14.
Woo!
Yikes.
And I assume if you go straight from full to 0, that's instant death.
That's
So if you go
instant
from
death.
full to negative. if you
No.
go from full to
No.
negative-
If you drop to your current, like if you drop to 0 hit points, you're dead.
So I
Wait
would
a minute.
need to spend a total of 30 to drop it to 11 damage?
Yes.
I thought it was every point of overkill is another injury.
Nope. Correction, it's 5. It's 5 points. Okay, they didn't make it as brutal as I thought I did. I was just checking that. Okay, so yes, it is
Yeah, because
5
I believe
points.
zero is an injury.
No,
and
0 is death.
overkill.
One is anything below half is a major wound.
Yeah,
1 is
yeah,
unconscious. So it's 5 points, not 10. So
5
15 points
so
of luck
15.
if you want to live.
Yeah, I'll spend it.
Okay.
Would you like to live?
So you take 11 points of damage, and you take a major wound, and you fall unconscious.
Mhm.
Mary, you're unconscious. Robert,
35.
Let me just send this to somebody real quick. There you go. That's food for thought, Mary. I hear a lot of gunfire upstairs, so I immediately rush upstairs. Holy fuck. I'm gonna bounce out of the way. And shoots a single note plays in my mind. You wanna know what that note is?
Like get. That's the Tommy gun.
Yes. I can't play due to copyright infringement, but yes.
That first strum. And we're going full auto. It's about to get loud.
How many bursts are you doing?
I yelled to the Walter and Thomas and Jack, you better move.
Well, would I be able to shoot at him from the stairs? Like, is there a landing there, or is it just like immediately I'm standing on?
You're standing right there.
Fucking fuck. I don't know how much more movement I have. Fuck it, do it live. I had a number set in my mind, and that number was 10.
All right, do 10 bursts.
I am point blank, so the automatic negative doesn't apply.
Mhm.
So it's all flat roll. And here, number 1, number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5.
And you saw his head off with a Tommy gun.
Just yeeted upstairs and
Which is exactly what we need to use to kill him, because decapitation is the only thing that kills ghouls. Combat is over. Mary is unconscious on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I go to try and resuscitate.
First aid.
First aid. First aid.
I immediately
One thing
run
I probably
out.
shouldn't do.
I immediately run out to.
Hey!
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Wow.
Mary, you gain 1 hit point. You're conscious now.
I will go out to my bike and go get like bandages and shit.
Okay. So Mary, you
fine.
have a concussion from him hitting you in the head of the wheelchair.
Yep. The first thing she's gonna do is just kind of blink her eyes open and grimace at any light that's nearby, and her hand is just very slowly going up to her head, and she's
You're probably deaf as fuck right now, buddy.
ah.
Ears ringing. All the fun stuff.
Slash ringing.
Thank you for like being in my head for half a second.
I will remove those 10 rounds since I called it.
Just a couple overkill shots.
Oh yeah, I peppered the shit out of that thing.
Remember, a burst is 3 rounds, so each one of those was a burst.
Not
so
burst, full auto. You can call your shots.
Oh, okay.
One of those wacky guns. You gave me a wacky gun.
I did, but don't worry. You're gonna need it.
Mm.
You're going to need it, he says.
So my question, if everybody wanted to know, when was the Civil War, everybody? Granddad was born.
You had rolling smoke cigarettes back then. You can roll them yourself. That
Yeah, you
wasn't
roll 'em
like
yourself.
that wasn't like a pack.
Could have saved it.
And don't
Favorite-
worry, Grandpa wasn't a ghoul until he fell in the hole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Swag, would you like to explain ghouls?
So ghouls are this fucking piece of shit style of monster that can shapeshift almost at will.
But they have to devour
To-
somebody first.
Yeah, to whoever they want to like look like, as long as they have the meat or some type of personal physical item, as far as, you know, fleshy bits. They have to devour that in order to transform into them. They have ridiculous amounts of speed, ridiculous amounts of strength, and the only way to kill them is through decapitation.
Yep.
So is there a cemetery nearby?
Yeah, that crypt that we casually went into, you know, through that
Right.
tunnel.
Yeah, I know the crypt was there, but I'm wondering, because I didn't see, I don't remember there being a cemetery on the map anywhere.
It's probably a ways away.
Well, you
But,
guys
I mean-
crawled back in like 30 minutes, so it would have to be pretty close by.
I
it's
don't
just
know
an
how
up-
far
an
away
up-
it is.
Abandoned underground.
I mean, there
crypt.
could be like a family crypt or whatever of something, I don't know. But yeah, This thing's
Theater of the mind. Theater of the mind. Okay, so you all stabilized Mary. I'm gonna go ahead and do something. We are going to flash forward a week. Mary, you were at half health.
Mhm.
It is now Friday at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Actually, I'm making it Saturday. That way none of you are supposed to be working today.
Yeah.
There we go. 2 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and delete these tokens.
On a Saturday.
So, as soon as you got Mary patched up, I'm guessing you all took her to a hospital, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Took her to a hospital.
I went to her hospital.
Professor
And
Klingler keeps... So, go ahead, Mary.
On the way there, she would ask them, "So what am I supposed to explain to them? That I got beat by a cripple?"
Just say something.
We'll say you
fell
got
on
in
your
a fight
head.
with Vinny.
Well, what kind of wound does she have?
Blunt force trauma to the head, maybe. I mean, she just say
You
something
know-
fell on her.
You know, Occam's not exactly the safest place at night. A lot
So,
of dark alleyways.
You just tell him
Klingler,
you fell down some stairs.
Klingler calls you all back after the week and says, I'm ready to talk, but first you have to talk to Fern. So he's finally in. And then he will let you know anything, any questions you have, he will answer.
Oh, we got lots of fucking questions for you, dude.
Klingler kind of sits, hang on one second. Klingler kind of, whenever you, Klingler kind of sits over in the corner, just not saying anything to any of you. He seems kind of upset with you. And in walks a female that, so you kind of, you hear like heels kind of hitting the hardwood floor, and eventually she comes in.
That was
Hello?
Hello? What's happening?
Oh,
So she walks in, and
Hi, my name is Fern. I'm taking over for. I think you met my colleague Jonathan last time. I heard he was not too helpful. So I'm basically here to help. I would like to ask you all first, as a group, how everything's going with the Silver Key Society.
Seeing as they don't tell us very much, and I kind of glance at Klingler. I suppose we could say it's doing okay.
About as well as could be expected.
I'm going to ask that, Klingler, can you please exit the room? For confidentiality reasons, I would like to just talk to your guests, if that would be okay.
whatever.
Okay, bye-bye.
So I have to ask you guys a question. It may seem out of the blue, but was there a man named Rudolph in attendance at this dinner that you guys went to last time?
No, but the name was mentioned.
said he was out.
there any context to it besides that he was not there?
Klingler did not let us know the reason why. He did not let the reason be spoken.
Something about a friend of the family.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's expected. All right. So, how are you guys doing with this? My job is to make sure that your mentality basically stays in check because you are working in a crazy world. So, do we have questions or thoughts or anything, I will speak to you individually, but right now I want to see as a group. I know you guys went through quite a lot. Endsmith was difficult. The original therapist who was supposed to be speaking to you went there and disappeared. So we're currently in search for her, and I'm thankful that you all made it back.
I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around the implications of my line of work completely being blown open to so many new possibilities of how and why things were created, and how long these entities have been around.
That's a common question, and totally expected for the work that you are doing right now. And honestly, I'm on the same quest to figure some of those root questions out myself. But for right now, my job is to keep you guys safe in some aspects. So, while wrapping your head around this, what is the hardest part? That there's entities that exist, or what you have to do in the job?
I want to know more. I need to be able to connect everything with everything. Like, I need to know if, like, these ancient civilizations, like, I need to know if there were influences that were at foot, like, say, like, what if any of these entities actually influenced the creation of, like, the pyramids? Or, I mean, what if Atlantis still, like, actually exists, and these entities are just blocking that knowledge? Like, I need to be able to study and know about these otherworldly beings.
I think that's something that's going to be affecting all of your minds, and those questions are going to linger for a while. I too am new to the society. I just got called in when Rebecca went missing, so I unfortunately can't answer any of those questions for you. But you are free to speak about what is on your mind, and those questions are very unnerving. Do the rest of you feel the same way?
Well, I don't want to know anymore. Fuck that. I've already had a nice little, run-in with a, what would we call it, what was that W thing, the Winnebago thing?
The Wendigo?
That one, yep.
Oh, those creatures are
I'm
tricky.
missing a chunk out of my arm now.
Well,
I seen enough excitement.
You want to know how I got these scars?
You guys will
That's a
definitely
simple
have
question.
interesting stories.
In all honesty, I don't see. With the problem of Innsmouth, I would never send a single person in there. What should have been sent was a army to wipe out whatever the hell is there.
And that is currently what I am wrestling with. Is Rebecca was actually a dear friend of mine, and we were colleagues. She worked for the society, I did not. And why they sent her in and where she went, that is still something that I am dealing with every day, which is why I feel like I could connect with you guys, because you two have many questions and are fairly new to the society. So let me pose a very general question, and I want your honest opinion, and this is staying between us. Do you trust the society?
Well, I did until the other night.
What changed?
Until today?
Well, no, we're like a week later.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Mary would not be here otherwise.
You're right. Continue.
So what changed that night from you trusting them?
Well, I mean, they've got all these, like, hidden rooms and shit, and they're not telling us anything about it yet. Kind of skeptical about the whole thing right now. What are they hiding from us? I don't know.
Hidden rooms?
Yeah, they got one in the master bedroom.
didn't tell you about that glowing plant in that room behind me?
No!
Glowing plant?
Oh yeah, the bright purple fucking glowing plants
Now
and
you're
the
just
other
making
plants.
shit up.
That's
you can
fucking
fucking
growing
yourself.
without fucking any type of soil whatsoever.
Mary's just
there's-
gonna get up and go walk over and see what the hell they're talking about.
Push on the bookshelf.
The second one from the left.
You know, I gotta see this shit too.
I'm afraid I've never been here, so I can't direct you, but please go in a pair. Don't go alone.
Yo, I got a quick question.
Mhm.
Why does, if the Silver Key Society expects us to trust them, why don't they exactly
It's at the second bookshelf.
tell us,
That one.
at least
Whoa.
in vague familiarity, what's going on? And why does everything they send us to do end in violence?
I have those same questions, which is part of why I'm here. I was very, very vaguely filled in of what you guys have gone through since my colleague went missing, and they seem to me, at least from what they tell me, that they do not know how it's going to end, that it's always unexpected, and they're about as upfront with me as they are with you.
I can understand getting into a little bit of risky business. I'm a marshal, but every time we've been somewhere, it's just one horrible creature after another. You know, I've never seen anything like any of them. They're all different, but they all just would rather us not be there.
Right, and my question is, why are they sending you? What makes your team so special that you were handpicked to do this?
Fuck if I know.
They need somebody to go insane for them. They don't have to do it themselves, is what I'm thinking.
That is possible. Like I said, I only know as much as you guys, and honestly, even though I am here to help support you, I too have many questions. But for now, I want to keep it focused on you guys and ask if there's anything else you'd like to get off your chest to me. It can help.
Before you start, Walter, when you touch the plant, you feel almost like you're instantly drunk.
Oh,
I'm instantly drunk.
Oh shit.
All right. Well,
Is
shit.
biology check possible?
Is biology check possible?
That'd be a natural world.
Yeah, we'll try it. Oh, I did get it! I did get it! Ah!
Causing that effect to happen.
Sorry, what?
What?
Didn't hear you.
It's some sort of neurotoxin that's on the plant that when you touch it, it kind of interacts with you and makes you have almost what's it called? Not illusionary, but
Hallucinogenic?
delusions. Yes.
Delusions?
Yeah, delusions.
So now two of you are kind of drunk and having delusions.
But she didn't
one-
touch it.
Oh, she didn't touch it.
Okay, so just this
That's
one.
fine.
She
Okay,
just-
so just Walter.
mechanic.
Walter's having this fun ride right now.
Walter's just like, what the fuck? And he goes up and touches the purple plant. It's like, holy shit.
Oh, I dare not touch it.
Are you okay?
Probably not.
Well, maybe you should
Why
come
are there
sit back
two of
down.
you?
She's going to just look at the plant and look at him and guide him back out, eyeballing Klingler at his desk, and just take Walter over to the bathroom and make him wash his hands.
Good idea.
So, does the society even have like any kind of literature or anything on like every single being that they've come in contact with and how to fucking deal with it?
From what I know, from the reports that I have read, and before Rebecca went missing, I heard that they do have literature and some files, but I have not been able to gain access to. So yes, they exist, just where I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with Klinkler about that. we're gonna need, if we're gonna fucking do this job, we're gonna need a lot more
There's
openness.
problems with that.
I agree. There would be issues with that, but please continue your thought.
Well, I mean, there still needs to be a lot more what's the fucking word?
Intelligence?
Transparency. Transparency with what we're actually dealing with, and not just sending us on these wild goose chases like what happened up in fucking Canada. We went to go, quote unquote, see a medium. Turns out we had to fucking kill a Wendigo.
I want you all to keep this one thing in mind. Even though you're dealing with these monsters and these situations, it's not always what you're dealing with, it may be who. So, I know you want transparency. But just be aware who you're asking. And with that, I am unfortunately out of time with you guys. I am on a set schedule, and I will hopefully be talking to you soon. It was nice meeting you all.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And with that, we're calling the session.
Son of a